Yeah, we need to bet. Well, a long time to wait.
Yeah. A minute? A minute? Oh, what am I ever going to do this, man? You will break and you will see now. All right, Joe, the intro music is off. You've already talked through the intro, as you do every time, whether it's the Buckeyes or the Quakers or anyone else.
Because people want to hear me.
So, yeah, they want to hear you, Mike. All right. Well, anyway, we want to welcome everybody to Campus Nation's OAC college football broadcast of Heidelberg versus Wilmington. I'm Rick Phillips. We have Joe Davis here, the voice of the Ohio State Buckeyes club football team. He's lent him. Well, you did the last home game for the Quakers as well, didn't you?
I did the Quakers and I did the Quakers at ONU.
That's right, when we were at Ohio Northern, up north of here. But anyway, let me give you, I'll take the static off and give you a look at this beautiful field with its lime green track. They haven't painted the lanes on there, though, yet, have they?
No.
Wonder what color they're going to paint those, like orange? But anyway, yes, I'm not a big fan of the green for the starting lanes over there. They've got a different green. They should have made the whole track that.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
that darker green looks a lot
Right,
more
that's
professional.
the darker Quaker green. But anyway, who am I? We've just been doing Quaker football for, well, even before pre-COVID, right?
Right.
That's right. But anyway, we're a traditionalist, right?
That's us.
That's us. So, Joe, have you got any pearls of wisdom as the Quakers' record? They have one win against several losses.
Right.
We did the Worcester game up in Worcester at the beginning of the season for the Quakers. Then we did, what was the other game that we did?
The first home game.
Yeah, and then we did
the ONU game.
The ONU game, which was actually after the first home game, right?
Right, and
Yeah.
then you start getting the flu and
right. So
now we're doing volleyball.
I don't know that it was actually the flu as much as it was a bad cold. But anyway, we're back, and we are up on the roof. We've got some great views, as you can see from our first camera, which is on the 50-yard line, and also the roving camera, which I'll be moving to follow the action, hopefully. And hopefully there will be a lot of action. Now, Heidelberg, they've always been a good team. We've seen them at Hiram when we did Hiram football last year, and they pretty much blew them out. Hiram, another Division III team, like the Quakers and like Heidelberg. But Heidelberg is in the OAC. Next year, Baldwin-Wallace will be leaving the OAC, so the league will be reduced by one team. And then Hiram is moving to a new league. I don't know whether they're NAIA or whatever, but maybe they'll be a little more competitive because they haven't won a game all year this year, although we're not covering them. But anyway, want to remind everybody that basketball is around the corner. We'll be covering Quaker basketball, both men's and women's, all their home matches, or at least most of their home matches.
the men's have many players back from last year.
That's good. And their star, as far as defense for the Quakers, she is a Miami Trace graduate, and I think this is her senior year. She's got most every record when it comes to steals and everything else when it comes to defense here at Wilmington. And we will see her in action as we start doing basketball. We also will be covering Miami Trace, their home games, boys and girls.
I did hear the Wilmington College Quaker women's team is about half as many on the squad than on the men's team.
Well, it doesn't really matter as long as the girls that are
No,
doing
it doesn't matter
good.
how many you got. As
That's
long
right.
as the ones you got are very good, then that's fine.
It's quality, not quantity. This game's going to get underway in about 9 minutes. We're all set. Thanks. Appreciate it. And so anyway, we'll be underway in just less than 9 minutes. And like I said, hopefully we'll have some good action here with these Heidelberg. And they're Heidelberg Knights? What's their mascot?
Let's see if it says on here. Hold on a second.
We do them all the time. I don't know why.
Knights.
Yeah, Heidelberg Knights. Anyway.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Townsend Field at Williams Stadium for today's game between the Heidelberg University Student Princes and your
Student Princess.
Princess?
Princes. Prince.
Oh.
Not princess.
Director of Athletics Matt Croce.
Thought they were the princes.
No. And they're coming. I see them. They've got those glowing orange helmets, which we've seen a couple years back. They introduced those. Kind of looks like the Wilmington high school helmets. Actually, the color is very similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hear at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we're going to get this game underway. Kind of a sparse crowd on the home side. Looks like Heidelberg has brought a few people to the game.
Yep, there's some orange over there.
Yeah.
And, well, there's a lot still behind us, not on the field yet. So.
Well, they're still tailgating.
Yeah. There's a
and
lot
believe it
still
or not, they actually tailgate at Wilmington College.
Oh, bunch of them. There's a band behind us playing music. About 8 people.
You hear them?
No, I can see them.
Oh, okay. Like a pep band?
Yeah, it's like a little pep band.
All
They're
right.
back there playing music. Heidelberg's out. Wilmington College still in the locker room. They're coming up the ramp as we talk.
Yep, they're getting ready to come out, and they have the all-green uniforms today on.
All green.
I like those uniforms.
Wear your collars at home.
Those are nice unis.
Yes, they're very good. I like that.
The participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Wilmington College thanks you for your support and cooperation. Now, Quaker fans, on your feet, if you are able, welcome to the field, your Wilmington College Quakers.
Here they come.
Maybe the lime green is just a covering they got on, hiding the dark green underneath of it.
No chance, Joe. I heard earlier.
Well, it looks like a cloth over there, down here when you look at it.
There may be, but I think that it's just that they haven't been lined yet. You can actually see lines. It looks like almost underneath it. You're right. There may be a some cover, but
well, that looks like almost like a covering rather than.
So we could cross our fingers and hope that underneath it's
green.
A normal green track. Well, you and I both used to run track in the old days.
Old days.
And we didn't have these synthetic turfs. We had
grass.
Lava rock
or grass.
Yeah.
They came out with it my senior year, and they were starting to come out with it.
Yeah, me too. When we did the championship at Beaver Creek. Well, actually, it was at Wayne, but anyway.
Okay, they're talking it over, clapping or shaking hands out in the midfield with the captains.
For both teams.
So I don't think they flipped the coin yet,
No,
Joe.
they just met. They've just met. Here's the flip. Wilmington's won the toss. They declined. So they're going to take it the second half.
So they're declining to the second half, and Wilmington is going to defend the goal towards the scoreboard. Let's see, what would that be? That would be
the south side.
South side.
Yeah, if this wind was going west to east, which is normal for here,
well, it's died.
It would be at our back.
It
goes down and comes back up. See, the flag there is here. It's still they're flowing right beside me, but out there the American flag has dropped.
And number 55.
I'd like to remind you, next week we have the Ohio State Buckeye Club Championship football game. They'll be playing, I believe, Michigan State. I didn't see the final, but it'll be next Sunday at noon. Didn't I send you the information?
No.
Oh, well, anyway, I'll send it to you.
And
and that'll be live from the campus
of Ohio State. I thought it was going to be Oakland, but we'll find out.
It will be Oakland or Michigan State, one of the two. Whoever won the game, that was it.
Yeah.
And that too will be on Campus Nation, and just follow our website.
Is that a noon start?
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think it is. I thought it was.
I believe it's a noon start. So we'll probably be on the air at 11:30 from Ohio State, and hopefully it's not going to sprinkle or rain. Or
it's supposed to be a light drizzle during the game, on and off. It'll rain for a while, and not off, then rain, and then later, like 4, 5, 6 o'clock, start heavy rain at night.
As everybody probably knows that follows Ohio State club football, we broadcast from a 3-story metal tower where they do the practice on the Ohio State Buckeye band. Yeah.
And
so
your Wilmington Quakers, and now it's time for kickoff.
Quakers are getting ready to kick off. This is Avery trying to see. Yeah, Avery Ernst is out to do the kickoff for Ohio State.
Ohio State is not
playing. Excuse me. Well, you just talked about him. Got him in my mind. Sorry. For the Quakers.
Oh, Joe. There's the
and
kick.
It's up. It's a nice high kick coming down about this 16-yard line. Being caught, taken around the left side, north or east side of the field, and brought down about the 27-yard line.
Good pickup for the Princes.
And they are led by quarterback Ty Poorman, running back Drew Miller, tight end Micah Willink, wide receiver Ethan Colin.
All right, so first series for the Princes.
Running back up the middle, going to get about 3 yards maybe. 3 to 4 yards. That was by Drew Miller.
Drew Miller on the carry for
actually 2 yards, because I was thinking they were 1 yard over. They're 2 yards over, so he got about a 2-yard gain on that play. Throw out here to the tight end, coming around the right side of the.
Got down to about the 35.
Got about to the 35.
That's what I just
going to be
said.
about 2 yards shy. As you said earlier, why do I need this? I don't talk on here. That went to Willink. Oh, looks like some movement up front. Let's see if it's against. No, it's against them. So we had 2 or 3 Buckeyes move, and usually if you have one, it could be on you. But usually when you got 2 or 3 Quaker moving, would you not look at me like that? Quakers moving. That means somebody moved on the other side.
Right. So illegal procedure. They go back 5 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 2. Now, they should have tacked on
now
the 5.
It's going to be
3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. It's going to say more than 2.
Scoreboard hasn't changed. It'll be a pass.
It's down the middle. Overshot. He was there. Number 4 for them was open, but they overshot him. And Buckeyes will get the ball.
Not the Buckeyes.
And the Quakers. Well, how many games do I do a year for one, and how many games
Maybe
have
I
I
should
done?
do the play-by-play.
Oh, well, the other one's playing today too. The Quakers will get the ball on the punt. Maybe I'm giving them some luck.
There's the punt.
And the punt, it's going down. That wind's pushing it down quickly. It's bouncing back, and they finally grabbed. They're saying it hit them, but I don't think so.
Well, anyway, the Quakers will have the ball at about the 41-yard line.
41-yard line. Their own 41-yard line.
For their first series.
But that was good. That ball, I mean, no wind, that would have went another 15 yards at least probably. So Buckeyes got the ball in decent field position.
The Buckeyes don't have the ball. They're not playing. I'm going to turn your mic off, and I'm going to do the game myself.
The Quakers have the ball at decent field position. The Quakers have the ball, looking to throw, throwing deep, and to the outside.
Little far and outside.
Quakers missed that to the outside. I've said it enough, it's going to get into my mind.
Yeah, sure.
Came out, and Isaac Ross threw the ball downfield to about the 40-yard line on the other side of the field, but just out of bounds. He's in the backfield.
All right, it's 2nd and 10 for the Quakers.
Throckmorton back there with him. Pitch out to Morton coming around the left side.
Good play, good
play.
Got
a nice yard, got to about 6.
Over the 50-yard line, so they're close to the first down.
Let's see where they mark him now. They're going to mark him at the 48 of their own 48. Did not get over the 50.
So 3 yards short.
2 yards.
3rd and 3, Joe.
Okay, 2 from the 50. 2 short of the 50.
Let me do the game.
Oh, do you mind? I'm getting ready. You're saying almost to the 50, and you're saying 2 yards short.
I'll turn you down some more.
2 yards from the 50.
Much better.
But 3 yards from the first down. Correct. 3 yards short of the first down by the Quakers. Looking to throw. Throws it outside, but being hit and actually going to lose a yard or go back to the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to give him a 1 yard loss on that play.
Tried a little screen pass. Did not work. All right,
that play went to Kai Smith coming out, and it was a little short.
Quakers will have to punt.
And back to punt is also Avery Ernst, who did the kickoff. He's back to do the punting. They have 1 man deep. He's standing about the 22-yard line. There's the ball. It's up high.
Good
Very
punt.
high.
Great punt.
Taking him back to the 10. He called a fair catch. Going to catch it at the 10-yard line. Excellent punt. Field position for a switch there for the Quakers was very good. Going to start the Princes off. They've got to go 90 yards for a touchdown. So if the Quakers can do a good job defense here,
they'll have field position after a punt.
I would look if they try to pass. Seems like the wind's hurting more going from their side, north side, to the south side. It's going to be a run around the right side, or left side, excuse me, and no gain. I mean, he went right down through there, may have lost a yard. Let's see where they mark him.
Quaker defense strung it out and just ran him right out of bounds.
I think they're going to give him maybe a yard gain on that play. Looks like they're going to give him up at about the 11. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. Excellent defense that time by the Quakers. Snap back, coming right up the middle again, meeting him quickly. Again, about a yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Great defense.
Oh, they're going to say 7.
So 3rd and 7 from the 13-yard line. We are still in the first quarter. It's 11:13 left in this first quarter. There's your band, Joe.
There's my band. Ty Poorman is the quarterback on the other team, number 7. And right behind him is Drew Miller. Going back.
It's going to be a pass.
Looking up the middle. Oh, had him wide open. And just led him too much power on the ball for him to catch the ball.
So it's going to be a punt for the Princes.
And that was going to Ethan Kolowa. Well, I hope I got that name right. Colewa.
Logan Streaker out the punt.
We're coming live from Williams Stadium on the campus of Wilmington College. Rick Phillips and Joe Davis, campusnation.com, the Internet Sports Authority.
Standing inside got the ball off.
That's not a great punt.
No, and we received the ball on their 47-yard line. So
they're starting in Heidelberg territory already. We predicted that exchange would give them excellent field position, and that's what's happening.
I said if they can hold them on the 3 and out, they got them back on the 10. Then they punted, and the wind seems like it's going crossways, but it seems like it's hurting more from the north to the south than it is from the south to the north right now.
All right, Quakers ready for their next series.
Okay. Handoff, no, fake handoff going. Oh, had to throw over a defender coming in. Had the tight end wide open. Just had to overthrow him to get over the hands of the defender coming through. All righty. Isaac Cross in the backfield along with Nathan Throckmorton. That pass was going to Ashton Griffith. Just got over top of him a little bit. Okay, we got 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top, and we got Throckmorton in the backfield. This time it didn't. No, yes, it is the Throckmorton. For a minute there, I thought he. I was Kai Smith. Excuse me, I'm not Throckmorton. Kai Smith
did not get anything on that exchange there.
They don't have Kai Smith on my.
On your roster?
Well, it's on my deep roster, but it's not on the.
It's on your 2 deeps. It's not on your starting, right?
Right. It's not on my 2 deeps. I've got to go to the other thing to get Kai Smith. He's not on the 2 deep, but he's in the game. So that's why I'm not coming up quick with Kai's name when he gets the ball.
The wind has picked up.
All right, looking to pass, throwing quickly to the right side just as he turned. No flags down, and looks like it's going to be a punt. The Quakers didn't gain any yards on that.
So it'll be 4th and 10. This punt will still drive the Heidelberg Princes deep into their territory, so maybe we'll get some. There's a flag down, it looks like down. Is that a flag down there near the end zone?
No,
that's a yellow mark for soccer.
It's a yellow marker. Yeah, it was there when the game started. I noticed it, but when the game started.
It's kind of strange. Of course, we probably see it better from up here. There's a punt. Not a good punt at all.
Oh, it went out of bounds quickly.
25-yard line.
Well, the wind's coming this way, and it just pushed it this way out of bounds. I mean, because last time with his kick, it would have went in, and I think that's what he was trying to do, not kick it into the end zone, but he ended up kicking it out of bounds. If you're going to do that, kick it toward the other side because the wind's going to blow it out of bounds if you kick it toward this direction at all. Somebody's arguing something, one of the players to one of the officials, but he's losing his argument.
You don't usually win when you argue with the Zebras.
Nope. All right, they've got the ball. Foreman and takes the ball, looking to pass, gets hit as he throws the ball. No, it's not. It's caught by them right at the first down marker. Thought the Quakers were going to jump in and get that ball for a second.
So they're up to the 30-yard line, Joe.
Going to be about a yard short of the first down. No, he's up to the
34-yard line. And they're going up tempo. They're quick.
Yeah, they're quick. They're ready to go. Going to pass again. It looks like they're thinking that's going to be their option. And again, he's open, caught the ball. He's over the 40, down closer to the 30-yard line when he got taken out. Well, the Quakers were stopping them on the run every time, so I think they came out and said, let's just pass. If they're going to stop us on the run, we'll pass.
So it was a holding call.
It was a holding call that's coming back.
Going to go back 15 yards.
No, 10.
Well, that's true, yeah, 10.
Not a personal foul.
Yeah. 9:15 remaining in the first quarter of play. No score yet. It's been sort of back and forth between the Quakers and the Princes. And
okay, the ball's going to be placed on the 24-yard line. It's going to be second down and 11. Okay, we got one in the backfield. Throwing straight right. It's threw it high, and the defender was right on the ball too.
I think
Could
you're right.
not bring it in.
You know, the problem with them going to the air and trying to pass is the wind is going to be a factor on every pass. So if they can't run it against the Quakers, trying to pass it could result in some turnovers, could be, interceptions. Right. So right now, the Quakers might have the advantage with this decision to go to the air.
Right. So we got 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the backfield with him this time. It's 3rd and 11. So passing down, he's coming around to this side. He's going to run it. He's already tucked it. He's brought down to 31-yard line. He's going to be 3 yards short. But I agree with him at that point. I think his best chance of making the first down was running it, and he had a good momentum going on there, but the Quakers clinched on him quick, and you're on your own side of the 50. They're going to have to punt.
4th and 3, they're going to punt.
Yeah, they have to punt way back there.
All right, let's see if we can get some pressure on Heidelberg. Maybe we can force a turnover here.
Okay, we're standing on the 37-yard line waiting for the punt. They're standing on the 18-yard line waiting for the punt. Punts up.
Good punt.
Driving him back. He bobbled it, but he caught the ball. Got hit. Got away, got hit, and being tackled at the 15-yard line. That was a nice punt that time.
Good punt.
The first time they punted, the wind caught the ball and pushed it down. This time it seemed to get behind the ball. There is the American flag at the end is straight down. The flags right beside me are flowing quickly. All right, here go the Quakers. Got 2 in the backfield. Going to hand to the first man coming. No, in fact, the second man going to right side. Trying to get the ball out. He's got a nice run. Got at least 6 yards on this. They might make him 7-yard run. So looks like we got about 7 yards on this rush.
Gain of 7 on the play to make it 2nd down and 3 for Wilmington College.
2nd down and 3. Okay, we got 1 in the backfield, 2 to the bottom. Looking to pass. Being rushed and brought down quickly. They came in quickly. Not stopped, not slowed down at all. And being tackled back at the 15 again.
Pocket collapsed.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10, where we only needed 3 yards. Now we need 10.
3rd down and 10 for the Quakers.
So we lost 7 yards on that play. First down, we gain 7. 2nd down, we lose 7. All right. Wind's behind them a little bit here. Got 3 to the bottom. They're showing blitz. Throws coming to the right side. Ball goes out of bounds. 2 of their defenders run against each other.
Did you see the air get under the ball? The ball was just hanging in the air.
Yes, it was just hanging up there. But again, it's coming this side, so the wind's going to push it this way. It went out of bounds.
Towards the press box.
Right. The the receiver, when he's running down there, the ball is already in the air, and you can just see it coming straight out of bounds. And
all right, 6:46 remaining in this first quarter of play.
Now let's see what we do on the punt. We're standing with our heels on the goal line.
Right.
They're standing on their own 45. Punts up in the very low punt this time, but it hit and rolled.
Get a good roll.
It's got a nice roll. It's going over. It's going to get touched close to the 40-yard line. Let's see where they put the ball. Yep, they're going to put it right on the 40-yard line.
So Heidelberg will start in their territory on their 40-yard line.
The Quakers have been the only team on the other side of the 50.
That's actually crossed the 50, right? Of course, that was more of a punt exchange than anything else.
But, I mean, that's still part of the game, and it's where you got the ball. So.
Yeah.
All right, here they're already lined up. They're ready to go. They didn't come out and huddle. They just came out ready. 3 to the bottom, 1 in the backfield. Passing this way, got the blocks in front. And we got,
another
flags
flag.
all
flags,
over
3
the
flags.
flag.
Hankies everywhere.
I think we're going to have a hold. I see at least 3 flags.
Well, the nature of where the flags landed would say that Heidelberg held.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're all walking back, so. Wasn't even close. When you see 3 flags like that coming out, it shows you that it was well seen.
Holding confirmed by the zebra.
Marking it off. Going back to the 32-yard line. They've got to get to the 50, so that's going to be 18 yards by my East Clinton math. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 1 in the backfield. And they're going straight to the pass and completed it. And they got about 5 yards on that play. They got up to the 37-yard line. And they're ready to play. Here we go.
Yeah, they're up tempo for sure.
Okay, got 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the backfield with him. And we're second down and 13, so we're definitely going to be in a pass play here. Looking, throwing up the middle. Is that caught? I think it was. It went by 2.
They're calling it a catch.
It went by 2 defenders, and he was laying on the ground as they caught the ball. So it's on the 49. That was a first down.
Once again, they're getting ready to snap.
Here we go. This time it's a pitch out going to the left side, going quickly, and got hit. He's still up, and he's going to get almost to the 40, over the 50. So they have now made it over the 50, and they're only going to be second down and a yard, or on the 40-yard line. They may run another running play here.
Heidelberg's on the move. They continue to
they
go
are going to
huddle.
run the right side and got enough for a first down. So this is the deepest the Heidelberg's been this day so far. They've made it down to the Quakers' 38-yard line.
Ball's on the 37-yard line of the Quakers.
Going back to pass, looking, throwing to the left side, caught, tackle missed, and he's going to keep going and get to, looks like, to a first down. He is.
So Heidelberg sent a player long, and then right behind him they followed with a second player, and he received the pass.
And he was getting hit as they caught the ball. It was going to be about a 5-yard gain, but the tackle missed, and then we got a timeout on the field by the Quakers.
Call a timeout. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Rick Phillips and Joe Davis live from Williams Stadium. I want to remind everybody, Monday through Friday from the historic 106-year-old Murphy Theater, Wake Up Wilmington. And we've got all kinds of great stuff that goes on there. Joe, you're usually still in bed, and I'm up at 6:30 trying to get ready for the morning show.
Yes, right.
You have such a rough life, Joe.
I know it.
Yeah.
Rough.
Wake Up Wilmington, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. when Joe is still sawing logs.
That's right. I'm retired. I'm allowed to. Well, Ohio State's ahead 21-0 at half. Cincinnati is behind 17-7.
Who are they playing?
West Virginia.
That surprises me. I had UC over West Virginia.
Okay, got the man in motion. Pitched out. It's going to be a throw from the running back coming on the end zone. And he caught the ball, but I think he caught it on the 1. Oh, they're going to say he was out of bounds.
They're saying it was out of bounds, and that's what I thought. The good call by the...
I was watching the feature. The way he ran up, I thought he was running up to say
I think he
caught.
was just looking to see where the actual mark was.
But that was a fancy play. Running back, handed to the running back, pitch to the, actually I think it was the wide receiver coming around.
Once again,
and
Heidelberg going fast.
Fast and low to the ground, caught it, but
Did he trap it?
And they're saying the incomplete pass.
Yeah,
incomplete.
He trapped it.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 from the, was that the 27-yard line. 3rd down, need 10. 3 to the bottom.
Big play here.
Going back to pass, no rush. Caught it at the line marker and got past it.
First down.
They're saying no catch. Referee says no catch.
No catch, all right.
He was bobbling it the whole time, and it flipped out, and the referee is saying he was bobbling it the whole time. The coach goes up to argue, and the referee goes, out of my face.
That's right. So it is a 4th and 10.
4th and 10 from the...
Too far for a field goal. Are they going to go for it? Looks like they're contemplating
You're
it.
too close to punt. I say you're either going to kick a field goal or you're going to go for it, and they're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Okay, 4th and 10 from the 27-yard line of the Quakers.
Quarterback back. Lob pass up the middle and no there. I think his arm got hit just as he was releasing the ball.
All right, so that's a turnover on downs. Heidelberg gives up the ball. The Quakers will take over at their 27-yard line for the next series. We've got 4 minutes, 13 seconds in this first quarter of play. And I've not brought up the score bug simply because there's no score. There's no reason to put the score bug up, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Quakers are out there now. Rawson as a quarterback. Not until I see the number will I say who it is. I think it's Kai. It is Kai. Throws, intercepted! And his knee was on the ground. So they're going to give him the ball.
But he's down, right where he intercepted the ball.
Yeah, he caught it with his knee on the ground, so they're going to get the ball in the 43-yard line of the Quakers.
I think they still got a touchdown.
Reese knee hit the ground at the Quaker.
Yeah, you got to watch the ball today. That wind is blowing the ball all over the place.
So Heidelberg's got a first down, and they're from the 43-yard line of the Quakers.
Well, every time he threw to this side, the ball got pushed out of bounds, so he thought to throw it to the other side, but the ball got pushed in.
Well, once again, the wind is a factor in this game today.
Yes. And what we said earlier, in passing, a lot of things can happen. And unfortunately, the first bad thing that happened was against the Quakers. All right, they've got one out each side. Going to hand off, going straight up. He broke over the left side, and he
got a first down almost.
Well, I think they just said, "Hey, with the interception and with the wind blowing, I think let's try running again." So they got about 8 yards on that run. They got up to the 35-yard line. Going to hand off. No, throwing to the outside and getting hit and brought down. They're going to take a loss. So they needed 2 yards for a first down. Now they're going to need about 5.
Down by number 15.
Or about 4. Got to get 2 to the 35 and 2 more to the 33. So it's going to be 2nd and 4. So the run actually got him more yards than the pass that time. And they're going to do a pitch out going to the left side again. He's got the corner. He got hit. And he's falling forward again to the 30, so he's going to get a first down. He got hit 1 yard short of the first down, but he kept his legs moving and pushing, and he made it up to the 30-yard line, and they're already ready. No huddle.
Heidelberg wastes no time between snaps.
Going back to pass. Now the quarterback's going to draw. And may have been a draw all the way. Got back up to about the 30. They're going to give him to the 29-yard line.
It was difficult to tell whether that was a planned play with the quarterback draw or whether he just had no receiver, so he took off running.
As quickly as he did, I think it was a quarterback draw. Because it went back, and as soon as everything got into place, he just took off. So again, we got 2 to the bottom, 1 at the top, 1 in the backfield. This time we are handing to the going up the middle.
Corbin hands off the ball to Wilder.
Wilder got the ball going up the middle, and they're going to be 3rd down and 5. The ball's on the 25-yard line. Got to get to the 20. They're already up there, and you figure they're going to be
timeout.
Unless they think they can kick a field goal.
Timeout Wilmington. Their second timeout.
Unless they think they can kick a field goal, they're in foreground territory again.
So in the first quarter with 1:48, Quakers down to 1 timeout for the first half.
But in the first half, use the timeouts rather than lose them.
Yeah, but you got another whole quarter of play, Joe, and 1 timeout.
I'm not worried about timeouts in the first half as I am the second half, but it's more important that they don't let them score a touchdown here. If they can keep them at where they are, or again get them at a 2 or 3 yard loss on this play, makes it a big play at this time. If they get a first down, too good on the Princes, bad on the Quakers at this time. This play is big on this scoring drive right here.
All right, back to the action.
And a handoff going around the other side, and he did not make it, so it's going to be 4th down and almost 3 yards.
And they're setting up.
They're going for
quickly.
4th down and 3.
Well, it's 4th down. What would you expect when they're in Quaker territory the way they are? They're deep.
Whoa, almost ran off sides. Did not. We were showing a blitz there. Now backing up. They're taking their time, getting the play. Here's the play, going back to pass, throwing to the left side. Almost intercepted by the Quakers. And he's upset he didn't intercept it, but
so that's a turnover on downs.
We actually would have lost 5 yards if he'd caught the ball.
Broken up by number 4, Sam Harding.
Good defense by the Quakers.
Since it was 4th down, we didn't want to intercept that pass.
This first quarter has been a defensive struggle between these two teams, or an ineptitude of being able to move the ball, right. One of the two. But the wind is a factor.
The wind is a factor today.
Can't blame the fact that some of this stuff is wind-related.
All right, Quakers are on the field. They're already in position. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Going to hand off going up the middle.
Ross gives the ball to Nathan Throckmorton.
And Throckmorton got that ball that time. Got about 4 yards on that run.
Mason Villareal.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Quakers breaking the huddle, coming out, 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Throckmorton in the backfield with Ross. Fakes the handoff. Ross may turn. No, he's going to throw it. And
oh, wow.
Oh, it was caught.
Right. Yeah, that was great.
I thought he knocked it loose. I saw the ball come loose. Man, the defender went for the ball, did not get it. First down, Quakers. Now we're back up near the 50 again. We're at the 42-yard line.
They won't get this ball off here in the first quarter, so we'll go to the second quarter here.
They're not broke the huddle yet. We're at 10 seconds right now.
They're not in any hurry.
They're going to try. Let's see if they can get it off. They may.
Snaps the
there
ball.
It is. Throws deep to the right side. He's being held.
There's a flag. There's a flag.
Yeah, 2 flags. They were
holding by Heidelberg.
As he broke, the guy grabbed his jersey, so he couldn't run any faster.
Well, you have to do that when they've beat you, and he was beaten.
So they're saying take the penalty, not the touchdown, because if he caught that pass, that would have been a touchdown. So we got the penalty to mark off, and then we've got the
first
quarter to mark off. So,
ladies and gentlemen, be sure to
I will change the score bug, even though we've not shown the score bug. Let me see if I can bring it up here.
For their great cheese conies and 3-ways. Gold Gold Star is open until 11 p.m. tonight and on Fridays, and 10 every other night of the week. Gold Star Chili, a proud supporter of Quaker Athletics.
Georgia Tech is leading Miami 14-10. Miami is undefeated, and that's at halftime.
All right, I'll bring the score bug up. Yes, there it is. We do have a score bug. We just haven't brought it up because there's been no score, but
Sweet Caroline.
you know, they play that a lot at,
Every place.
well, no, down in Cincinnati at, what's the college we used to do down there? You weren't involved in it, though, Joe. Mount St. Joe.
I get her to say Mount
And,
St. Joe.
and they would, the guys, I didn't see any girls, but the guys would actually do push-ups in the stands to that music.
I mean, my grandson used to go to ride bulls and stuff, and they'd play that almost every event you go to. They play that song. All right, Quakers going to our right. Do a pass to the left side, and it's going to be for a first down. Looks like it went to the tight end coming out.
Number 10, Ashton Griffith.
Ashton Griffith with the catch.
Tackle on the play by number 16, Griffin Reed.
The wind was pushing it down. He caught it about knee high and then got his balance and went forward and got about 12 yards. The ball's on the 31-yard line of Heidelberg. The Quakers this is the furthest down the Quakers have been today. And it's going to be a run up the middle. And he's going to get about 2 yards on the run.
Tackle on the play made by number 44, Trey Berry. Second down and 8 for the Quakers.
Second down and 8 by the Quakers. Pass to the right side, ball's down low, just hits the ground too much.
Ross pass intended for Deontay Sanan.
So the Ross pass was kind of short.
Yeah, wind's pushing it down. I tell you, it's
Strong wind.
sometimes. See, now it's blowing out. A while ago, the flag was down, so you never know what the wind's going to be at any time out there on the field.
Why don't you set that over there? All right, Quakers up to the line. 3rd and 8.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top, 1 in the backfield. Looking to the right, throwing to the right. Oh! As the ball hit his arms, the defense hit his arms.
So it's going to be a 4th and 8. A little too far from for a field goal, you think? Or it depends on the way the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
And it might be good for a field goal.
I don't see him. I don't see the field goal unit coming out. So it looks like they're going to go 4th and 8. Going to go for it. I mean, the plays have been there. It's just not going as they planned.
Quakers going to have to pick up 8 yards here to keep this moving.
Throckmorton in the backfield, throwing to the right, middle.
Got it.
He's got it to the 5, to the 1-yard line.
Good pickup for the Quakers.
Wilson, let's see. Joseph Spann got that ball. All right, ball's on the 1-yard line. First down, goal.
See if we can punch it in here.
And to Throckmorton going
He's
off
in.
the right side.
He's in.
He's all the way to the yellow line of the soccer.
Quakers draw first blood here in the second quarter. They lead right now 6-0. We'll tack on that extra point, hopefully.
Connor Bucksath in to attempt the extra point.
Okay, putting the ball down to the 10-yard line. Going back to do the extra point. Throckmorton holding, puts it down, ball's up,
It's
looks
good.
good.
It's good.
And a nice kick by Connor Buxeth.
So 12:50 remaining in the second quarter, first half of the play. The Quakers lead 7-0 here from Williams Stadium.
Go Quakers.
Townsend Field.
Ohio State still leading 21-0 last I checked.
And you're watching OAC football here on Campus Nation. Joe Davis and Rick Phillips here.
Georgia Tech is still leading Miami of Florida 14-10. West Virginia still leading Cincinnati 17-7.
We're going to have to get a Parker for this young lady.
I'm glad I almost didn't bring a Coke because I figured we'd be inside. I, for some reason, thought we might be on the roof today. Well, he said we'd be inside, but then Bill beat us here and took me downstairs.
Yeah, Bill wimped out on us. He went downstairs. That's all right. We can handle it, Joe.
They think we're 45 instead of 70.
Well, Bill's not 45 either, so forget that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's an old man. All right, ball's up. Kicked. A little pooch kick. Rolling to the 25. Being picked and going right up the middle. And
got a great lane.
Got out to the 41-yard line.
Number 19, Demetrius Peters.
They're going to mark him at the 42.
Number 4, Sam Hardy.
There are a couple interesting games in the SEC today with Alabama playing LSU.
I got LSU.
And also with Georgia playing Mississippi.
I've got it's Mississippi State, isn't it?
Mississippi State, excuse me, yes.
I've got State.
And run over the right side, going to get about 4 yards on that run. That's one of the better runs they've had today. Quakers have been doing very well stopping the run with them today, forcing them to pass. It's going to be 2nd and 6. They're showing an overload on the right side. Oh! Miscommunication. And ball was up, almost hit, but then almost intercepted and then touched again, and then another receiver coming up almost caught it before it hit the ground.
It was bouncing around a lot.
But
let's put it that way.
It was bouncing around. Those that are watching the game could see that easily, and it was interesting.
Trying to get the players off the field.
3rd and 6.
He made it. He made it off the field.
Yeah, if they did a quick snap, they could have had us on that.
Well, they were trying.
We're back. Here goes the pass, going up the middle. It's caught. Oh, he broke away from that defender and got down to the 38-yard line.
Nice play there. Down to about the, 37?
About the 38.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38. Once again, up-tempo by these Princes.
Pitch out to the right side, going around the right side and cuts it in. Number 9 for them. Drew Miller got tackled down at the 35-yard line. Got about 3 yards on that run. Going to give it to him again, going up the middle.
Drew Miller gets the call once again.
Drew got down close to the 32-yard line.
32, Gavin Hunter.
Got to get to the 28, so we need 4 more yards. 3rd and 4. Oh, another broken play, and quarterback gets to the 30. Twice in a row, the quarterback went to pitch, nobody there, and this time he took off running. Last time he looked up for the pass.
10:51 remaining here in this first half of play. Quakers up 7-0.
Fourth down and 2. Going back to pass. Looking, taking off to his right side. He may run for the first down.
He got it.
He does. Quaker was running up quick to stop him, but couldn't get there fast enough, and he received the first down. A lot of times you're hoping your outsides keep connection on there and do not let anybody right or left, but he was able to go to the right side and get that first down. So it's going to be first down from the 27-yard line. Ball going up the middle. He broke free. He's still going.
Good run.
Got down to the 11-yard line, maybe 12. Looks like they may mark him down.
Heidelberg trying to tie this up. They're on the move.
Drew Miller is being the workhorse right now, and the Quakers haven't been able to stop the run all day, not able to stop it on this drive.
First and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Giving it to Drew Miller going around the right side.
Nothing.
He's going to get maybe a yard on that run.
Miller with the ball carrier once again. Tackle on the play by Brooks.
No, it looks like they're marking him at the 12, so it's going to be a no gainer.
I said nothing, Joe.
You did. I thought he got to the 11, so he said no. So, all right. I'd rather be wrong on that.
You'd rather be wrong than right?
On that play.
Is this a song?
Yeah.
Luther Vandross?
Man in motion, stops. Quarterback back, looking up the middle. He's going to take off running up the middle. He's getting hit right at the 10. So it's going to be... It's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 10-yard line.
Clock running, 9:05 and counting down.
Now it's going to be, if they don't get it on this play, it's going to be, do we want to get 3 or
They'll
4?
Go for 3. I'm sure they're not going to try. They got to put something on the board before half, that's for sure.
Depends on what happens, how close they get to the first down if they move the ball.
Still waiting for a signal from the bench. It slows things down a little. They're trying to go up tempo, but they keep looking over the bench.
Going to the right, looking, turning back to the left, and a touchdown in the middle. Any flags on the field? I do not see any. So it looks like they tied the game up.
Not yet. 6 points for Heidelberg.
Right. You're right. We're still 1 point shy. They get people in that all the time when they say, how many, in a quiz, how many points for a touchdown? And a lot of people will say 7, and no, it's 6. Ball's down, ball's up, looks good.
We're tied up.
Tied up.
Is good. We are all knotted up at 7 apiece.
So the
7
Heidelberg
apiece.
Princes 7 and the Wilmington Quakers 7.
So we got 7-7, 8:29 left in the half. Ohio State's 24-0.
Joe, it's
West
Purdue.
Virginia.
It's Purdue. What did you expect?
I'm reading all the scores. West Virginia 24-7 over Cincinnati. Georgia Tech is still leading Miami 14-10 in the third quarter.
Miami's undefeated. Aren't they 7-0 or?
Yeah, and Texas is 42-0 over Florida, which is not.
Oh, it's close. It's close.
It's close.
Hook 'em horns.
The big games are later today.
Actually, most of them are around 7:30. I think.
The Georgia game, I think, one of them's 3:30 and the other one's 7. I think Georgia's 3:30 and Alabama's at.
Just as he was trying to,
the ball went off the tee.
Right.
Okay, number 3 for them back at Joseph Norris, I think. All right, number 2, he's not on my sheet, so I got to look and see who that is. Caught at the 9-yard line. They're coming up Oh, I thought he had a hole and he broke and went to the other side and
Closed up quickly.
It did. Got to the 20.
Austin Niedecor.
Their kicker is Ethan Ramsdell.
Wilmington will start first and 10 on
Ramsdale.
the 20-yard line.
Ethan's Ramsdale.
Easy for you to say, Joe.
That's right. And the run back for the Quakers that time was on Jamon Clark.
8:22 remaining in this first half. Team's knotted up at 7.
Looking to the right, or to the left, excuse me. Oh! Was caught and dropped.
Cross pass intended for Muhammad.
Muhammad had the ball in his hands, but just couldn't connect.
Number 7, Kingston Mabata, breaks up that play.
And Nevada broke up the play for the Princes. Gotta watch. It sounds like you're saying princesses sometimes. Yeah.
Well, that would be okay if it was the women's basketball team.
Right. All right. Gonna hand off going up the middle. Still going. Oh, they're gonna say he's down at the 21. The blocking was still going, but the runner wasn't. So it's gonna be 3rd down and 9 with 8 minutes to go. Quakers need to eat some more clock here.
I don't know. 7:52 and counting down. The Quakers, if they have a drive, they could probably eat the rest of the clock up and then score.
Yeah, well, that's the goal here. So we need to get a first down on this play. Down, looking, throwing,
Got him. First down.
He's going to get a first down. Broke the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 32.
Great play from Ross.
Great play.
Run out of bounds by number 16, Griffin Reeves.
Quakers have a 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. 7:21. And they're eating the clock up, Joe.
Eating the clock. That's what I've said. If they can march down the field, eat the clock up, score, and then don't give the other team enough time to go down and score, that's the goal here. So we're at the
Football
32.
101, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Hands of the man coming around to the outside, and he's going to be brought down just short of the 35. Going to get about 2 yards on that run.
It's hard to tell about the wind because the flag doesn't move that much considering the blast that we're getting up here.
I know it. And these flags right beside me, these little Wilmington College things, they've not stopped.
No, they're
as much as the flag out there will stop every now and then, this flag here never stops. These flags here never stop, which means we're still getting wind up here no matter what. All right, Quakers got two out, both sides. One. Looking, thugging quick to this side. He caught it. Oh, if he could have stayed on his feet.
Good play,
Great play, great catch. Lathan Jones with a great catch. Unfortunately, as he turned, he lost his balance and went down.
Clock continues to run. We've got 6 minutes.
38-yard line. When he caught it, if he could have caught it in stride, there was nobody there to keep to tackle him. But Quakers are moving the ball, faking, throwing again. Oh, got Trevor getting a pass
flags there. Okay.
Pass interference. As Lathan made his move, he got tripped up, and they're calling pass interference. I was worried they were going to say just incidental contact with, stepping on each other's feet, but they're calling interference. And they're saying, yep, use these hands. So it's first down. Quakers have the ball on their
38.
No, it's going to be the 25. 25.
Yeah, that was the play before.
Yeah.
1st and 10. The scoreboard is very slow. We're going to go down.
I look on the field where the ball is.
We're going to have to talk to the scoreboard operator.
I look at the field where the ball is. When I'm looking at the 25 and you're saying 38, it's like,
Joe,
what?
you can't even get the teams correct. You think I'm worried about what you see on the
I haven't had a problem the whole
second half?
second quarter.
Yeah, second quarter.
All right, and
Ball given to number 23, DeMarco Owens.
DeMarco Owens was running the ball up the middle, got about a yard, and was tripped up. He was still on his feet a little bit, but the blockers in front of him were all down, so he had nowhere to go.
A tackle made by number 92, Nolan Flanagan.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 9. I look for him to pass the rest of the way, see what happens here. Those short passes have been working good.
Yeah, the wind doesn't affect it as much. It's going to be a pass.
Oh, he thought
Ross pass intended
he
for
thought 13 was running in, and he didn't, or he just threw it to a place where he knew nobody was going to be because he had to get rid of the ball. That pass was intended for Demarion Joy, and just let him too much.
3rd and 9.
3rd down 9. We could be 4-down territory here. Throws up the middle, and
don't know where that was going. Yeah.
I think the receiver slowed down a little bit, like was looking for the ball, and he let him, and luckily he didn't lead him into the defender.
In local high school football, Joe,
Yes.
Clinton Massey Falcons were eliminated from the playoffs last night,
Yes.
as was the Wilmington High School.
I did not hear Wilmington,
Hurricane.
but I heard what happened in the Wilmington game.
They lost.
Okay, thank you. Didn't know what score was.
I don't remember.
Oh, we're going
it was
for
close.
a field goal.
It
We
was
are
very close.
going for a field goal.
All right.
It's going to be 4th down and 9. Ball's on the 31-yard line.
41 yard.
41 yard in with this wind.
I don't know if it's going to be
interesting.
possible. Looks
Ball's
good.
up.
Looks good. It's good.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
No
nope.
Yeah.
It got over the bar, didn't it?
People do not listen to Rick. Wait for Joe to tell you what's going on.
Did it get over the bar, Joe?
No.
No, it didn't get over the bar? So you see it was under the bar.
Under the bar.
Okay, right.
It was so close to the bar I couldn't tell.
So it's under the bar like you are most of the time on Friday nights, right?
Yes, right. Teetotaler Joe. That wind looked like it was really holding that ball up. All right, there's 4:51 on the clock. They've got the ball on their own 40 or 24-yard line. Ball's coming around the left side, and he got a 1st down on that run, 10-yard run.
Plenty of time for these Heidelberg
Somebody
Princes.
down. The runner down. The runner that ran the ball that time is down, which is number 9.
Number 2.
What was it, number 2? I
Number
thought it was
2.
Miller. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, he's not. He's still on the ground. He did try to get up, then he laid back down, but it is number 2.
It is number 2. It's Mark Wilder, not Miller.
So, Joe,
Yeah.
did you ever come to my nightclub here in Wilmington when I had it back in the mid-2000s?
Samuel Walker's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been at Samuel Walker's.
Oh, okay. So you aren't a teetotaler.
I didn't drink, but I was there.
Well, what were you doing? You weren't dancing.
I was dancing.
You were dancing?
I was dancing.
You're dancing. Okay. Surprise.
Mostly just standing, watching the girls. You know.
So were you upstairs or
Yeah.
were you downstairs
No,
with a
it's up-
live band?
I was upstairs. He's up and walking, so that's a good sign for them. Looks like maybe, hopefully, just got the wind knocked out of him. So he's out for now, and Miller is back in, Drew Miller. They got 2 to the bottom, 1 at the top, 1 in the slot on the left side, and
First and 10 from the 34.
Poorman in, the quarterback. Throwing to the right side and picked off. It's going to be a pick 6. Holy cow, great play.
There it is.
Quakers trying to get the number 26, 28.
26.
26. Neal. Or Nick Bucks at 28.
All right, so we're looking for the extra point here.
That's 20. Is that 20 or 28?
I'm not watching him. I'm looking at the extra point.
I'm watching down there. I think I'm going to give the right guy the thing. It could have been Brooks, number 20. These numbers are hard to read. That kick's good. Got a hold of that kick a lot better than he did the other one.
So the Quakers 14, the Princes 7 here with 4:30 remaining in this first half of play.
That was Samuel Brooks with the interception. The play was going, the guy was wide open, but Brooks saw it coming, jumped on the play, intercepted the pass, and pick 6. 14-7 with 4:30 to go. That's what they needed right there.
Good defense by the Quakers. Joe?
Well, that's a nice pick right there.
You could be on your way to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Or South Carolina.
South Carolina.
But you don't want to go down there right now because they still have all those monkeys running around.
I saw that.
Nothing but wild monkeys all over.
I didn't see what part of South Carolina, but I saw from an area a bunch of.
Well, what do you think? They stayed in the same place? They're all over the state now.
Well,
they're probably in North Carolina.
What town they started from? You know?
Well, they had a research facility that these monkeys escaped from. This is not the first time that they've lost some monkeys. I think they lost about 90 before.
Oh my gosh!
Can't hang on to their monkeys.
We'll kick off for Wilmington College.
Breaker's going to kick off here with 4:30 remaining.
Kick, scooch kick again. Going down, it's going to go out of bounds.
It is.
At the 10-yard line. Man, it went all the way down and then rolled out of bounds about 4 yards.
So that gives the Princes some good field position
at the
35, yeah.
Student Princes will get the ball at their 35-yard line.
So that was fortunate for them. They need
the student Princes. I would just calling them the Princes. They're the student Princes.
So would that be student princesses?
Well, they got plenty of time to go down. The Quakers have plenty of time to get the ball back and score again.
All right, so Heidelberg's going to begin at the 35-yard line. They have to travel 65 yards in 4 minutes and 30 seconds in order to try to tie this game up.
And the ball's bossed up and goes down. Nice defense. Quakers put a rush on and got the ball in. I think number 92 got his hand on the ball that time for the Quakers.
All right, Heidelberg going quickly.
Luke Roten, good defense. Going to the right side. That's Miller going and got tripped up after about a 2-yard gain. Drew Miller went around the right side, got tripped up. Ball got about 1, 2, maybe 3-yard gain on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Ty Poorman, quarterback. Miller behind him. Looking to the left, though, throwing to the right, and caught.
Good pickup.
Good pickup, good defense, but Tulua on the defense there. They got a 1st down. They got the ball to the 45-yard line of the Quakers. Fake the handoff up the middle, looking deep up, getting rushed, throwing to the outside and throwing the ball away.
He had nothing.
No, he just
Quakers had great coverage.
Great coverage on that play, and they had good coverage on the previous play. They had 2 men on the guy that caught the ball, but unfortunately they were behind him, and the pass came on a bullet.
3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Quakers up 14-7. Moving the ball just a little.
Okay. 3 to the left. Fakes, throws out here to the right. Gets hit as he caught the ball. He's going to get a 1-yard gain.
Great defense.
Great defense.
Number 4.
Number 4 for Ohio State, Sam
Not
Harding.
Ohio State.
I mean, but I've been doing great for the Buckeyes.
For the Buckeyes?
Yeah.
The Buckeyes. That's
yeah.
what,
the Quakers.
Oh, the old man slips back down the rabbit hole.
I've been doing great, and you jinxed me.
I said nothing about Ohio State.
Me.
You keep giving these scores. Quit getting the scores. No one cares.
Being rushed, throws up the middle, threw it too high, and through the hands
Through
of
the
number
hands.
41 for them.
Seth Ray is incomplete.
Seth
Fourth
Ray.
down, Heidelberg.
It's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt in the location they are. They're near
You've got the B-Dubs app, don't you, Joe? Have you seen that deal they've been doing for like $20, $19.95 or whatever?
Yeah.
If you order online, that's a pretty good deal.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, what?
Order it.
I might. I'll just have them bring it up at halftime. DoorDash. Do we have DoorDash here?
Yeah,
Uber Eats, one of those?
And the punt's a high punt. Being fair caught at
he dropped it,
the
and
ball.
it's Heidelberg's ball, isn't it?
Yes. He caught it, went down to his knees, let go of the ball, and they got it at the 10-yard line. I tell you.
2 minutes, 38 seconds.
You're better off right there with everybody around.
Let it
hit. There was players all around him by the time he was going to catch the ball.
Yeah, he was surrounded by
You're better off
princes.
And instead of catching it like right there, he had to run up 2 yards and try to catch it and just get away from it. Just get away.
Well, an excellent opportunity for Heidelberg.
2:38 left in the half.
More than enough time. They're going to get at least 3 out of this, possibly 7, to tie this game up at half.
Or a chance of 3. With the win, you never know. Man in motion. Handed to the second man. He's going to get down to the 2-yard line.
Against the 2-yard line, he's tackled by Sam Brooks.
Sam Brooks tackle at the 2. They got 2 in the backfield again. Handing the second man through again, and he turns and twists, and he makes it in for a touchdown. So it looked like it was going to be a 14-7 lead at halftime. Is now going to maybe tied up at 14.
Do they have the cheerleaders listed anywhere here?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
I talked with the only Wilmington male cheerleader, his mom, on the way up. She was holding a teddy bear, and she had told me that he is a senior for Wilmington College. Needed to find the name. Maybe we'll get that at halftime.
Kicks up, looks good, and is good. So we have a tie score at 14-14. So the teddy bear meant something special?
Yes, had something to do with his father who had passed, I think.
Following today's game for their great cheese conies in 3 ways. Gold Star is open until 11 p.m.
So Gold Star. Gold Star?
10 every other night of the week.
Gold Star.
I prefer Gold Star to Skyline.
Yeah, I do too.
Of course, you know, for the longest time, Skyline we used to eat a lot of cheese conies at Wilmington and also Clinton Massey when we did their high school football contests. Doug.
Is that's the guy you're talking about right there?
That's right. I'll put a picture on him there. He's right down there. He's a big guy too.
Yeah. Okay, well, the Quakers have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to get down and make a score and take the lead at halftime. This has been a good ball game so far. Been close.
Just a few mistakes. Sun's coming out, or at least it's getting brighter.
Yeah.
Warming up a little.
There's the kick. It's going down, being caught at the 8-yard line, going around the left side, getting hit and brought down. So they had to run 50 yards to gain 5. And that run back was by Jamin Clark. He's a junior. So the Quakers are starting with the ball on their own 15-yard line. Okay, going back, looking to pass, throwing, caught out here to the right side. When it first left his hand, I thought it looked like it was going more to the very right, but that was a good catch.
First down, Quakers.
Joe, have you ever done any Quaker baseball or softball with us?
Xavier Delgado. Yes, I used to do softball with you guys.
Okay, all right. Just wondered. Well, we haven't really done anything other than this year since 2020, 1920?
Yeah.
Since COVID. And then we had we'd done Quaker sports for about, 4 or 5 seasons up to that point. And then when COVID hit, the AOC made everyone stick to the campuses and no one could come from outside. So we're back.
And then realized COVID really did nothing other than a very, very bad flu.
Sounds like you've got COVID right now, Joe.
No, I just got the wind blowing in my face up here. And giving to the run going around the left side. Almost broke free.
Ross gives the ball to Nathan Throckmorton.
Nathan Throckmorton with a good run. Got about 4 yards, maybe 5 yards on that run.
Quakers going without huddled. They're up tempo now. Trying to get something in before 142 clicks off the.
Throwing out here to Throckmorton. Caught it. Going over the 30. He's going to get about to the 32-yard line.
Pass is complete to Nathan Throckmorton. He's tackled by TK Fikes.
Well, you don't want to make a pass here that gets intercepted.
No, that's for sure. Don't make another mistake that leads to a touchdown like this.
Quarterback running, looking, throwing, and intercepted.
That's
he dropped the ball.
Oh, okay.
Just what we said we don't want to happen. He threw it up and
broken up by number 40, Chris Williams.
Chris Williams for them was there. He was throwing it to Delgado, couldn't get it there, and Chris Williams jumped up, had the ball in his hands, came down. When he came down and hit the ground with his bottom, ball popped loose.
So it's going to be 4th and 4 for the Quakers. They're going to be forced to punt again. Hopefully they can get something off here
Deep enough that
will not be returned.
Nice kick.
Great kick.
Going down quick like theirs wasn't bouncing back the wrong direction. That's like their punt, their first punt of the game. The ball got all of a sudden pushed straight down, and when it hit, it bounced back. So we lost 10 yards after it hit the ground. So they've got the ball on the 46-yard line, on their own 46-yard line, but there's 1:08 left. So they've got time in the clock to go down and get in field goal range or get a touchdown. So the Quakers have to play good defense right now.
With a minute, they're going to need a long pass. So
they may have timeouts
or
left.
a breakaway run, something like that. Well, they do have 3 timeouts.
I don't think they've called one, have they?
No, they've got 3 timeouts. They haven't called any.
That's just what I said. Thrown to the right side, caught near the 50 and pushed out.
Pick up about 5 yards.
Let's see where they mark him. They're going to mark him on the 50, which will be a 4-yard gain.
4-yard gain.
And they're ready to go. 3 to the bottom. They always get up there up tempo, then they turn and look for the play.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And they've got to turn and see what the bench says for them to do.
So there is no up tempo. Man in motion, looking, drops back, throwing deep down the middle. He's open, he's wide open, and he catches the ball.
That's a touchdown. No flags on the ground.
No flags. 20 to 14.
So Heidelberg, as I said, had to pass long, which they did, and they accomplished that. Got a 6-point lead currently going into this half. Let's see if they can tack on the extra point.
Ramsdale sets up for the extra point.
The whole game day, I felt Quakers were more in charge, but the last half of this quarter here.
Yeah, the second quarter's been Heidelberg, and that's good.
Kick is good.
21-14, Heidelberg over the Quakers.
54.9, so 5 seconds under a minute left to go.
They don't need to be taking any risks and trying to go downfield unless they can run it back.
Well, let's see where they get the kickoff and can make the. Again, mistakes has cost the Quakers. The drop punt.
It is senior day here at Townsend Field. Seniors were honored prior to this game beginning. The last game that we did was homecoming.
Yes.
Yes, homecoming.
Yeah, there was packed people at that game.
Oh yeah, well they come from out of town. They come from. Well, we have viewers in Florida. A lot of viewers in Florida that follow the Quakers.
All right, we have 2 back on the 10-yard line, waiting for the kick. They may do a pooch kick here. Let's see. Nope, they're kicking off. Let it go out. Caught the ball at the 10. Coming back, corner to the left. He's got a hole there. He's got an opening. Oh, he got knocked out. Man, he almost had an opening down the sideline where he could have made a big difference. But we did get the ball back in decent field position.
Good run back with 46.7 seconds remaining on the clock. I think they need to keep it on the ground. No passes. Don't put the ball up and then risk another interception return.
Let's see if they listen to you.
Well, they do listen to our broadcast live in the huddle, so they'll probably take my advice.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They're looking past right now, Rick.
Well, they're looking up here for me.
And he gets free, and he's not going anywhere.
No.
They put a rush on and just swarmed under him.
Now, do you think he was going to pass?
Yes, he was going to pass.
So, no, wait a minute. They need.
He's hurt.
Yeah, yep.
The quarterback is hurt. They're running on the field.
He almost looks like he wasn't, he wasn't awake.
Javon Clark was running off the field, motioning for someone to come on quickly onto the field. He was hurt early in the season because the game we had, we had a backup.
Yeah, we had the freshman. Everybody's very quiet.
Yeah. All the players on the field are taking a knee. Have several emergency people out there. helping out. Coming out to get some. One of the guys came over and got a case taken back out with them. They're bringing a cart.
There actually is not a squad here, so I don't know whether we have to dispatch that from the Wilmington Fire Department.
Or they take him over to the health.
I don't know if they take him over to the medical center. I don't know if that's if they have the ability to actually.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It was obvious when he went down that he was having difficulty. It was almost as though he wasn't conscious, and one of the players immediately called, "Here's the squad. Squad's coming into."
Yep.
So they'll go over to the medical center parking lot and come in the back way here. More likely they'll come right on the field. So they're going to back in.
Yep.
You can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, you can. This is quiet in here.
A lot of concern for the Wilmington quarterback.
Their entire team on the other side is also, the entire team is taking a knee, as both teams have them.
Something like this affects both teams.
Yes.
It affects the fans. It affects the teams, and hopefully the young man will be okay. One of the guys on the squad used to be my head of security at the nightclub.
Oh my gosh.
He's a black belt, and everybody that worked for me at the nightclub were black belts. We had about 10 black belts that worked for us. His name's Jack. He's been with the Wilmington squad for quite a while.
They brought their own.
Well, it works better in the squad, in the ambulance. I think they've already got him secure. Probably have his head in a brace, so that it doesn't move.
Well, they took that brace. board down out and put. I think they have him on that. The orange board.
The main thing is to keep him stable until they can determine what, if anything, is actually wrong. And more than likely, he'll go to Clinton Memorial directly from here.
Yep. Everybody listening can help say a prayer right now. Everything okay? As we are.
All right, we hope the young man will be fine.
As they take him to the ambulance.
We have 40 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first half. The Wilmington team sort of huddled up, saying a prayer for their quarterback.
Yep. And it looks like
Heidelberg's going to come over and join
them for the prayer.
Nice show of sportsmanship.
Yeah,
they're all coming over to support the Wilmington team as well. Both sidelines have literally cleared of all the players, and they're here on the Wilmington side saying a prayer. When this game resumes, there'll be 40 seconds left in this first half. Right now, it's 21-14, Heidelberg over Wilmington.
Miles Hostetler getting ready to come out and lead the squad.
He's the backup freshman, and
he's had playing time this year.
Plenty of playing time, so he will be acclimated to the game pretty fast. And they only have 40 seconds, so I imagine he'll come out, probably take a knee, go to halftime.
Either take a knee or a running play, one of the two. If he takes a knee, I don't see them calling a timeout to stop the clock.
No, they're not. We're going to go to halftime.
No, he's not in the formation for taking a knee, so it looks like they're out.
A running play. There it is. And the clock will click down.
And the clock stopped at 26-9.
Oh, Heidelberg does call timeout. That's strange.
Tackle on the play by Isaiah Kammer.
So makes it 3rd down and 11.
Number 18, Miles Hostetler, now leading the Quaker offense.
Little nippy, Joe?
No nippy. Was not planning on this today. Luckily, I do have.
Well, it is a beautiful day for football. It's perfect weather. It's not,
If we were down there, it wouldn't be quite as bad. But up here where the wind is, and we're just getting smacked in our face.
Well, you know whose fault it is that we're up here, Joe?
Yours.
No, hers.
Is it hers?
She said, I don't want to be up here all by myself. Bring some other stooges up here, and that's us.
Oh, Hostetler took off running. Looked like he might have got a first down. It was open, and then somebody came out of nowhere and tackled him. So it's going to be 20 seconds, 0.8 on the clock, and we're going to punt the ball. This is where you need a really good long punt.
Avery Ernst into punt for Wilmington College.
Avery Ernst coming in to punt.
22 seconds.
22 seconds. There's a band we had heard a while ago. They're behind us now. They're in front of us.
They've been in front of us for quite a while now.
They were
I
behind us.
I even took a picture of them.
Oh, you did.
They're all covered up. They're cold.
I was
and they're
setting
cold
down.
down there.
When I was sitting down, I couldn't see them.
All right, so hopefully this is the last 22 seconds of the first half. We can get into halftime. We can go down, get you a cup of hot chocolate, Joe.
Is that it? Avery Ernst out to do the punting.
There's the punt.
Punt up, almost blocked. Good high punt, going all the way back to the 25-yard line. Fair catch.
16.3 seconds remaining.
So are they going to try a big bomb?
This is killing me, Joe. Too bad we don't get paid by the hour.
Yeah. So, they going to take a knee, or are they going to try a big bomb and see if they can come out with a...
Well, it worked for him the last time.
He's dropping back.
There
He's
it is.
looking.
There it is.
He's going to take off running.
Oh,
he's getting hit.
caught.
He's caught and slammed down for
Good defense.
For a 2-yard loss.
Foreman sacked by number 55, Noah Perry.
And the clock is going to run out. So all that for
So Perry
that.
with the sack. And so we're going to go to halftime here and take a break. We will be back. Joe,
we will.
We'll go down and get warm. Oh, you think we're going to leave now? All right, all right. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Rick Phillips, Joe Davis from Williams Stadium. See you in a little while. Now you're back.
All right, welcome back. Got some stats here I can give for you first. Heidelberg had 12 first downs. Wilmington had 8. They were 24 for 100. Wilmington was 14 for 22 on rushing yards. Passes completed. Well, 424 for 114 for 22. Yards were 141 to 103. 13 for 26 with 1 interception. 18 for 19 with 1 interception. We've thrown for 19 times. They've thrown for 26 times. They've completed half of theirs, and we completed close to half to ours. So it's very close on percentage-wise. Kickoff return yards, 2 for 30, 3 for 45.
Are you eating your cookie, Joe?
I'm eating my cookie.
Where you're trying to do stats?
To talk.
You can't do that regularly. But when you got a cookie in your mouth, it's even worse.
It's even worse.
And you're choking.
I'm choking.
You want me to read them, Joe?
No.
You sure?
Possession time. I need a drink. I didn't take a drink.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. Got that cookie, no drink.
You people see what I put up with this guy. I've only been doing this for 15 years with this man.
If anybody was listening to the High State game the other day when Rick was chomping his,
I was eating some food,
and the people were talking about it.
That was it. Well, let's see. That wasn't Ohio Wesleyan. That was Wittenberg. Yeah, Ohio State at Wittenberg.
17:04. They've had the ball 17 minutes to our 12 minutes and 56 seconds. They're kicking the ball off to us first here in the second half. I'll give you some more of these as the game goes on.
Here's the kickoff.
Give you some more.
Joe, you don't need to choke anymore.
It's a very dry cookie.
It's a very dry cookie. I thought that was the Arizona heat that we were talking about, a very dry heat.
No.
When I used to live in Phoenix, that's what we said.
I visited Phoenix, and it is a very dry but very hot heat.
All right, there's the kickoff.
Being caught at the 20-yard line and being brought down about
29.
the 24.
Returned by number 24, Jamon Clark.
Jamon Clark.
The 29.
29-yard line.
Yes. Yeah.
Excuse me, I did a Rick Phillips
of my favorite cities that I've lived in, besides Phoenix, Denver and Dallas, and I still think I prefer Texas. Although Denver's nice. But I'm back in Ohio, so what does that say, huh?
Yeah. Never said you were very wise.
Well, that might be true.
Got handoff, no fake handoff, throw quick.
Good pass.
And a nice catch out to the 36-yard line. Afton Griffith.
Is it Afton or Ashton?
I think it's Afton. Let me check. Excuse me, Ashton.
Thank you, Joe.
I was going by what it sounded like he said over the loudspeaker.
I've got it.
I know it was Griffith.
I've got to change the quarter to the third
Pitch
quarter.
out to the left side. Going to get a first down.
There we go. Third quarter.
I was hoping the way the game was going the first time that at least we were going to be staying even with them. And then that last play of the when they got the ball back through the bomb, got the lead. Now we got to catch up. I always liked it where at least the other team was catching up to us all the time. Join blitz. Here it comes. Got the pass out to Griffith. Oh, not Griffith. Excuse me. Clark. Jamon Clark.
Tackle on the play made by Dominic.
He's the one that does the run backs.
You cleaned your pipes out now?
Yes, all cleaned out.
All right, so you're not going to be choking,
hope
coughing, wheezing.
Well, you gave it to me. If I have to cough for any reason, you hacked on me for the last several weeks.
Is that it?
But I'm not coughing for that. I'm coughing because I got dry cookie in my throat somewhere.
Dry cookie.
All right.
Dry cookie syndrome.
3 to the top. Oh,
he dropped the ball.
Yep.
He's going. He's running, and all of a sudden, you see the ball go behind his back.
The quarterback had never totally let go of it as he was running past him. It was
pulled it out of him.
And the running backs always leave it sort of opening in case the quarterback wants to pull it back out. And it was like never decided. And, of course, you got a backup quarterback in, so these guys haven't probably worked together as well as the starting units have.
Yeah. All right, it's 3rd and 6 from the 44 of the Quakers.
Pass up. Oh!
Almost picked off.
Picked up. The receiver didn't even know it was coming. He was running across right on the 50, and about that time, the ball was hitting him and the defender at the same time, and he was like, oh, the ball's here? When you go out, you've got to be expecting that ball at all times.
So it's going to be 4th and 6. Quakers will punt, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure. You know, if it was 4th and 1, you might think, but 4th and 6, they're not going to try to go for it. Here comes the punter out. That's number 81, Avery Ernst. There it is. It's up.
Oh, almost
nice
blocked.
block. Nice almost blocked. Nice block of the blockers. You don't understand that?
Yeah, no.
31. Well, I said nice block, but I meant the blocking of the guys picked up the blockers very well because they were about ready to clobber the kicker.
Charlie Hargrave was watching one of the games, probably watching this one too. You're probably going to get a 1-star rating for your analysis.
Oh, yeah.
1 star.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
that's not a Michelin star. That's a 1 star.
Oh,
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. All right. We got 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top, empty backfield with Portman. Going to hand off and coming around to the left side. He's getting the corner. He's going to get about 7-8 yards on that
39-yard line.
He's stopped by number 43, Michael Williams.
And empty and no huddle. Got 1 man in the backfield this time.
Well, they did that the first half, so I wouldn't expect them to do anything less the second.
No. Going up the middle, he's
nice
wide
run.
open.
Nice run.
He got over the 50 before he got hit. He got to the 49 of the Quakers and then brought back.
Tackle led by number 0, Quentin Davis.
And that was by Joseph Norris III, the running back for them. Foreman back there in the backfield as the quarterback. Again, handoff up the middle again. This time he got up to the 46-yard line, so he got about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Clock running 11:09 in this 3rd quarter.
Quarterback going back, throwing up the middle. He threw behind the tight end coming across. He was open in the middle of the field, but he threw behind him. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. But if the Quakers can hold right here, putting pressure on, throwing up the middle, and just a little high. The receiver went up, hands on the ball, but went through his hands.
So it's going to be a turnover. Well, not a turnover. It's 4th and 7, so it'll be punted.
Yes.
Punted away to the Quakers here with 10:52 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play.
Yeah, it wasn't turnover on down.
No.
Okay, Quakers need to get this ball and then move down and score and tie this game up.
Well, the first thing you need to do is catch the ball.
Okay, well, we've had a problem with that before. And we've got the sun sort of in his eyes a little bit here, too. It's going out to the right side.
They're standing. Oh, he picked it up.
It bounced right to him.
Yeah, he picked it up. So I'm going to do a promo reluctantly, Joe, because I'm afraid you're going to call the Quakers for the rest of the game, the Buckeyes.
I did not do that.
This Sunday at 11:30 a.m., we'll start our broadcast at Lincoln Tower Park Field on the campus of The Ohio State University for the championship between the Buckeyes, and it's either Oakland or Michigan State. We haven't gotten actually which team they're playing, have we? But anyway, Michigan State or Oakland against the Buckeyes this Sunday on Campus Nation. 11:30 starts our broadcast.
And we got a run going on left, and we lost a couple yards on that run. I think they're with the new quarterback in. I think Heidelberg saying they're probably going to run the ball more, and they're covering the line more. And
I don't know. I mean, this freshman quarterback for the Quakers.
I mean, he's got an arm,
and he's had a lot of reps.
But coming in the middle of the game, we started to run that time, and we lost 2 yards. So I'm thinking we're going to play up until he shows us he can pass.
So you talk with the SID about the track, right, Joe?
Yes, that is their track.
That is the color. They're going to put lining on it, the actual lanes.
The lanes. But they're not putting anything else on it other than the lines.
So that's the color that you're going to see.
Right.
Yeah.
He said he'd never seen a track made before, because when you go down there, doesn't look like a real track. I mean, as far as
it's a composite, which is the latest,
right,
that they do for these outdoor tracks.
But standing 5 feet away, it looks like a carpeting, but it's not actually. But it's a different composite than I'm used to. Quarterback man, they're blitzed
Sacked
on him, and he had nowhere to go there. They're back to the 8-yard line. So we've went exactly back, and back.
So it's going to be 4th and 17. The ball is on the 8-yard line.
We'll be lucky to get this ball to midfield on the punt this time.
Well, the punter's going to probably be in the end zone when he punts.
They're standing on the Quakers' 45-yard line. They're not even to the 50 as far as where they're standing.
Yeah, it'll be great field position for Heidelberg. And the punter is almost in the back of the end zone.
Ball's up.
Gets off a decent punt. Oh!
He didn't go for a fair catch.
No,
he did not, and so he caught it, and the Quakers tackled him as soon as the ball touched him.
You don't indicate fair catch, you get hit.
But he caught it on the 44-yard line and was tackled on the 44-yard line. If he hadn't if he hadn't caught that ball, the way it was going, it would have hit and rolled 20 yards the other, kept on going, but he stopped the ball and they stopped him. So it's first down, 44-yard line. Going to hand off, coming around the left side. He's going to get the corner, and he's going to make it up to the 40-yard line. So he's got at least 4, if not 5 yards on that carry. Again, something the Quakers were not letting them run early, and they've been running at will, seems like, for the last quarter. Two in the backfield, quarterback under the center. Going around the right side, bumped off the defender, and still going down, got down to the 25-yard line. The defender came up to tackle him, and he just literally bumped off of him and kept going, didn't slow down.
It's 1st and 10, the ball on the 25.
What used to be their strength in this game is no longer, it's now their weakness, and that's stopping the run. Going off right tackle and going to get another 2 yards this time.
I was talking to Bill Lehrman, the voice of the Quakers, at halftime. We were talking high school and the games that were played, and obviously Wilmington High School and as well as the Clinton Massey Falcons being eliminated in the playoffs here.
And
I'll finish. Got a play here.
Quarterback on the right side, being rushed, throws. Was it caught? Yes, caught. Going to be about a 1-yard gain.
And the team that
It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Miami Trace lost to with a Hail Mary in the last play of the game,
Right.
that team, St. Mary's, they upset the number 1 seed in their
Wow.
in their game. So a lot going on here in high school sports. We've got soccer challenges or soccer championships. We've got cross country championships.
And Quakers stopped the run that time. It's going to be 4th down and 6.
Both my high school teams, girls and boys cross country teams, they're in the top teams in the state, and they will be vying for state championships.
Okay, we don't see a field goal unit coming on. They're going to go for it, 4th and 6 from the 20-yard line. One in the backfield brought him up. I think it's going to be, he's going in motion to the left side. Quarterback's being rushed. He's taking off. He's throwing, but the ball.
I thought he was beyond the line of scrimmage.
He had to be over the 20. I don't think he was, but the ball, when he threw the ball, I don't know if he threw it away on purpose. If not, he threw it 6 yards over the.
So that is a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
And the shout out I will send out to my Beaver Creek Beavers, both those cross country teams vying for state championships.
You mean the boys and girls?
Boys and girls, they're both highly rated. As were the soccer teams, but they both are out now. And of course we had volleyball champions crowned.
Okay, Quakers have the ball going up the middle, and he's going to get about a yard, maybe 2.
And we'll be starting Quaker basketball this next week,
Right, next
as
Wednesday
well as
and Thursday.
Miami Trace, their boys and girls teams from Fayette County, where I've got my radio station, WZAA 106.9 LPFM, up in Jeffersonville. I'm just full of surprises, aren't I, Joe?
Oh, you're just full of surprises. Okay, we got 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Fake the handoff. Quarterback's out and running. He's going to slide down.
Good smart move.
Yeah, he hit the
Since
25.
Since you're the backup quarterback, you better keep healthy.
It's going to be 3rd and 6. Well, when he first took off, it looked like he was going to get 7-8 yards, and then all of a sudden the defender came in and he slid into second base safely. Hostetler is a good quarterback.
He is. He's got a good arm. He releases quickly. That's good.
They're showing blitz. Pulled back. Throwing out to the right side, left, yes, and caught and went out of bounds.
And
Good catch.
He's fairly accurate,
Yes.
too, right?
Going to be for a 1st down.
Hostetler's pass complete to Deontay Sanam.
I think he actually played in that Wooster game when we opened the season with the Quakers at
I
Wooster.
thought the other quarterback got hurt in that game, and he may have came in that game. I wasn't there, but I know the other quarterback had got hurt, and that's why he took over. The other quarterback hurt his hand or something.
Right. I think there was some type of hand injury.
And then he came in and played the next 2 or 3 games at minimum. So he's been out there several times this year. And it's going to be a run. And he's going to get about to the 35-yard line. So he's going to get about 3 to 4 yards on that run. Only going to get him to the 36-yard line. So it's going to be about 5 yards for a 1st down. So we got he got about 5 yards on that run that time. Looked like it was going to be about a 2-yard and kept pushing and pushing. We got 2 in the backfield, 2 to the top, 1 down here. Man in motion, going to give to the other. Oh, ball comes out!
And Heidelberg recovers.
I mean, that's been
another mistake by the Quakers. Mistakes are haunting them this game.
Handed off. He had the ball, took 1 or 2 steps, and then got hit, and the ball just flew out of his hands. This is the second time the Quakers have gave them the ball on their own side of the field.
So Heidelberg will have the ball at the 43-yard line of the Quakers.
That's the second time they've given on the Quaker side of the field today. Once was on the 10, and now that's on the 37-yard line. 3:51 left to go in this quarter. Quakers are still trailing by 7. Going to hand off to the man going up the middle, Miller, and Miller gets down to the 27, 28-yard line.
About 8 yards?
Got 9 yards on that run. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 from the 28-yard line.
I look for another run by Miller here.
It's a pass. Good call,
the
Joe.
right side's going to throw over his head. Yeah, it's a good call. Well, he was open. He should have gave it to him.
Oh, gosh.
Well, he only needed 1 yard, so I figured, go ahead and you got 9, give him and get the first down.
Ain't no pundits here, folks.
But they thought, hey, they're going to look for the run. Let's go for a pass, and Quakers were ready for it.
What's it going to be, Joe? Pass? Run?
I have no idea.
Punt?
Going to be a run up the middle, which is what I called last time. Got the first down, which is what I thought they'd do last time. Just get it, but I thought they thought, hey, we can get that easy next time. We'll throw a pass this time and fake them out, but it didn't fake the Quakers out. You hanging in over there?
Yeah, she's still moving, so she hasn't frozen solid yet. She's going to freeze to the grate there. We're on top of the roof here at Williams Stadium. Roof of the
up the
press
middle,
box.
throws to the right side. Going to be a hit and brought down. About a 2-3 yard game. By the way, the High State team is a close game today. It's 45-0.
45-0.
West Virginia is 31-24 ahead of Cincinnati, so it's only 7 points.
So the Bearcats.
That's a final.
Oh, it's a final. Well, the Bearcats lost then.
Yeah, I started to say the Bearcats are close to coming, but Georgia Tech is still ahead 28-23 in the fourth quarter.
Did I call it?
1:48 to go.
Still on his feet. Still on his feet.
Down to the 16-yard line.
He's brought down by number 0, Quentin Davis.
Georgia Tech has the ball with 1:48 left. And they're on the Miami 17. So they're within field goal range. The pass to the right. Oh, good! Almost.
He's still on his feet.
We got a
and
hold.
There's a flag.
I got a feeling it may be a
coming
hold.
back.
There's a flag on the field.
The Quakers were trying to make the tackle, and right at the feet where he was, a flag comes in. So I got a feeling they're going to call a hold on the student princes. If you shortened it, you could call them the students.
The students. Yeah, good move, Joe. All these comedians out of work, and you got to be making jokes.
I'm good. What can I say? All right. Ball's back about 20 yards now for a first down. Maybe 19. Let's see what they got. They're saying 20. Ball's on the 26. High snap, goes in. Going to be a run, going to get hit. Going to be brought down to 25, so he's going to get a yard gain on that. Is that Miller, I believe?
Here, Neal and Jake Sheriff combined for the tackle. 2nd down and long for the student princes.
So, Joe, I think that we're going to talk with Sean Grooms about doing strictly the Miami Trace basketball games, and
okay.
We'll divide some of the work between you and Charlie with the Quakers.
Quakers, all right. Is he going to do the boys? I'll do the girls?
I'm not sure. I haven't made that up yet. Charlie prefers to do the women's basketball
so
team.
Do I, so it doesn't help.
The good thing is Charlie brings a camera person with him. You don't.
I know it.
He's got an advantage there.
Pass out to Miller on the left side. Gets tripped up and rolls up to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about 3.
Oh, and just a program note, Joe. Charlie Hargrave and Rachel are going to be coming up to the Glass Bowl in Toledo for the semifinals.
Oh, wow.
So Charlie will be beside you for those semifinal games November the 23rd from the Glass Bowl in Toledo, home of the Toledo Rockets. And that'll be the semifinals of club football here for this part of the country. And it'll be on Campus Nation. Trying the field goal here. What are they trying to draw him offside?
I don't know. They ran it down, then called timeout. No, quarter break.
Oh,
sorry, quarter break.
I'll go in and change the quarter.
Still a 7-point game.
Yeah, but they're trying a field goal, Joe.
Trying. That's the key thing.
Thank you, Joe.
Weather today, you never know.
Yeah.
Gold Star Chili, a proud supporter of Quaker Athletics.
So at the end of 3, it's the Student Princes 21 and Wilmington Quakers 14. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority.
Do the girls' teams go by the Student Princesses, or
no?
They don't go by the Student Princes, do they?
I think they do, Joe.
Oh my gosh!
I believe they do.
All
now,
right.
just for another program note, next Saturday we will be coming live from Capital University, so we'll have the same Quakers at Capital on Campus Nation. The only place you can catch the away games for the Wilmington Quakers.
The 17-yard line, making a 27-yard attempt. Ball's down, ball's up, and it's good.
So another 3 points.
So now the Quakers are 10 points down with 14:59 left to go today.
Heidelberg up 24-14. And Joe, I'll tell you what. Do you want to drive to the Ohio State game next week, or do you want to drive to the Capital University game next week?
Oh, gosh. Well, I know where I'm going when I go to the Ohio State game.
And you can pay the parking.
And
the parking at Ohio State for
I
us.
I will park where I park.
And
get
us a ticket. Yeah, the parking at Ohio State now is about $11 to park while we do the game.
We
don't get any
spectrum outage in this area.
It's been on and off for the last couple days.
It's never affected me, but it's in there all the time. So I'm getting it all the time.
Is it a Spectrum cable or is it a Spectrum wireless?
I don't know.
Mobile, in other words.
But my phone is never affected, I'll put it that way.
Well,
I don't watch television.
I got Verizon, and we're on Verizon as far as Campus Nation, so we're not ever affected by any kind of Spectrum.
Ball being caught at the 11-yard line. Coming around the left side, finds an opening, and closed up real quick.
Up to the 30.
Number 89,
Deontay Brown with the run back.
Don't forget this Monday, Wake Up Wilmington, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. for those people like Joe Davis that will be still in bed. 8 a.m. from the 106-year-old historic Murphy Theater in downtown Wilmington, Ohio.
Upset. Georgia Tech upset Miami of Florida, number 4 team.
Did I call it?
I called that game before because they've not been playing that good all year. And Quakers try to run to the right side, and it loses about 3 yards.
Did you have to take your shoes off to count that, Joe?
No, I was counting to see if it was a 2 or 3 from where they marked it down out there. Boston College beat Syracuse.
You have a story for us about this Wilmington College male cheerleader here for us.
A little bit. Yeah, let me hear in a second.
All right.
And the Quakers being rushed, and quarterback is dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
I had talked with his mother coming into the game. She was clutching a teddy bear. And she told me the story, and you have all the details because you talked with the actual cheerleader, right?
And he said that when he was a freshman, he's a senior this year. When he was a freshman, his dad died. And on Father's Day, he found this bear
Build a
bear. And he built the bear. And in the voice box, he had a recording of his dad talking. So he put that in the bear. And here we go with the play. Snap. Quarterback looking. Throwing. Deep. And it's intercepted at the 50-yard line. And overthrew the receiver. And he's being blocked. He's still going down the sidelines. Being tackled around the 8-yard line, it looks like. And so he says everywhere him and his mom go on vacation or an event like today's football game, they bring the bear. He says
the bear goes with him everywhere.
And he says, it's not the bear, it's my dad.
That's right.
He brings his dad with them wherever they go.
Great story, right?
Great story.
Stop made by number 24, Jamon Clark.
So they have the ball at the 11-yard line. 13:21 left in this quarter, and with a 10-point lead right now. The Quakers have to bear down and stop this right now, and at least keep it to a field goal. Keep the score within 2 touchdowns. Going up the middle, getting hit, going to fall forward till the 9-yard line. I think that was Miller. And it was
play by number 92, Luke Roten.
Lose Robin, number 92 for the Quakers, making the tackle, Luke Roten. All right, and quarterback going under center. 2 in the backfield. Going to hand to the second man, which is Miller, and he's going to roll up to the 5.
Ball given to Miller once again.
Miller's their main running back. He gets the workload. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards from the 5. Man in motion. Hits the second man and knocked down.
Good defense.
Maybe take a loss for a yard.
Good defense by the Quakers.
And we got a Quaker down holding his knee.
He's stopped by number 92, Luke Roten.
All right.
Being blown dead.
So we've got timeout on the field for injury.
Quaker defense did a great job that time. It's going to be 4th down and at least, I'd say, 5. So it decides if they're going to kick the ball for a field goal or
So this game at Capitol, Joe, it's a 1:30 start, so we're on the air at 1 o'clock, as all OAC games are at 1:30, except for homecoming here. Homecoming was a little later than the game that we did here, but other than that, all OAC games are at 1:30. So we'll be live at 1 o'clock from Capital University in Columbus. And then Sunday, we'll be back to Columbus. 2 Columbuses in a row, Joe.
Yes.
Back to Columbus for the Ohio State Club football team. And they will be in the championship. And we haven't determined whether it's Oakland University out of Michigan or Michigan State out of Michigan, but it's one of those 2 games. If you remember last year, the championship between Ohio State and Michigan State, we were up in Alma, Michigan for that game.
I remember that.
That was a nice game, and, you know, it's not bad for Michigan, right?
Right. Well, it's Michigan State. In the state of Michigan.
They had a beautiful high school stadium that was built by a benefactor that had spent, I don't know, a couple $1 million to build this high school football stadium. It was incredible, wasn't it? Veterans Stadium is what it was actually called, and it was Veterans Day when we did that game. Veterans Day this coming Monday. So hats off to all our vets out there. And I'm sure we'll do something special on Wake Up Wilmington for Monday. And somehow, Joe, you and I never ended up in the military service, did we?
No. luckily my draft number was high.
So was mine.
Mine was like 240 or.
Back in the draft days,
or
you had to be pretty old to have been in the lottery, is what they called it in the draft, and that was the only thing I ever won, Joe. High lottery number. It's going to be a field goal.
Ball's down, ball's up. Ball looks good, it is good. 27-14. Heidelberg takes the lead over the Quakers. And I tell you what, it's still been a good ball game today to watch as a game. Quakers they took charge the first half, and they looked like the better team other than right at the very end of the first half.
Well, and at the very end, if you recall, with 40 seconds remaining, their first-string quarterback went down with an injury, and we've not heard anything as far as what the outcome of that is. We wish him well that he recovers. Joe, you lost your cap on there again. What is it with you?
The wind's blowing it off, evidently.
No, Joe, that isn't. You're probably eating it off.
I'm eating it. Yes, yeah. I love it. It tastes good.
That's what you were eating instead of that cookie. That's why it got stuck in your throat. The foam cover on our microphone. You're shameless, Joe. Shameless. All right, so Heidelberg will be kicking off, and they've got a 13-point lead over these Quakers. So the Quakers are within 2 touchdowns. Punt taken at the 25-yard line, and he only advanced it about 2 yards.
Got up to the. See what it says here. I'm reading up here for next week's game.
Next week's which game?
Ohio State.
You mean the club football team?
If it says something about the conference championship, and I thought it was going to tell me who they're playing.
Aren't they playing today? Aren't those 2 teams playing today? Whoever wins of the 2 teams, Oakland and Michigan State, that's why we're not seeing any.
Is it today? I thought you talked it's already played.
No. It's today that they're doing that. Oakland and Michigan State are playing, and whoever wins that game will play the Buckeyes.
Okay. Because you kept saying, Michigan State, Michigan State. And I go, what I've been reading is Oakland's been the better team all year.
Right there. Don't push it down either.
That's not it.
Oh, it isn't?
No, that's a piece of rubber.
Oh, it's a piece of rubber.
It's probably, if I'm standing up and it got blown off, it's went that way.
Yeah. I want to charge you $250 for that.
Yeah.
These are very expensive headphones.
It was very
professional
loose.
sports.
It was very loose. It hardly fit on there.
I know, Joe, because you're pretty loose as it is.
Yeah.
All right, so Heidelberg will be kicking off again with 11:32 remaining in this ball game. Still plenty of time. The Quakers could get back into this.
Ball's low. Hit off on a Quaker and stopped around the 48-yard line.
Tried a squib kick. It was almost like an onside kick.
Yes, it was hard hit. I think it was squib kicking, and it just happened to hit a Quaker, pounced up in the air, and luckily didn't go that direction back toward them, but went on toward the Quakers. And the Quakers, 3 or 4 guys fell on it and smothered it. So the Quakers got the ball in very good position right at the 50-yard line, 48, 2 yards shy of the 50. And fake handoff, quarterback has it, he's going to run. He's still running. He's over the 50, over the 45. Got down to the 44-yard line. So got about 8 yards on that run. Good run by the quarterback, Hostetler. Miles Hostetler. We got 1 in the backfield with him, 2 to the bottom, 1 at the top. Gave the handoff this time.
Nowhere.
And went nowhere. That was to Nathan Throckmorton, and he got to the line of scrimmage and hit hard. Throwing deep and overthrew everybody. The receiver stopped, and the throw went over his head. I think the quarterback thought he was going to continue running, and he held up. And luckily, it wasn't picked off because there was a couple.
There was still one back.
There was a defender back there roaming, but he did not get to the ball. All right, I got Throckmorton in the backfield with the quarterback. Takes the ball, looks, throwing to the left side and misses the receiver. So that was on 4th down, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
It'll be Heidelberg ball.
Well, we got 10:30 still left in this game. They're getting the ball on their own 46-yard line.
If you haven't checked out the Delta Omega Theta sorority bake sale.
I did. I checked out the bake sale.
You did check out the bake sale. You bought me 2 tiny cookies, which I shared with our friend next door.
I had 2
and
cookies.
You ate the 2 big ones. You, of all people, shouldn't be eating sweets.
And I haven't had anything to eat today, so that was my meal.
That was your meal?
And I used it going up and down the stairs.
I was going to take us out to B-dubs.
Yeah,
well, it's too bad. I'm glad that I don't have to worry about spending that $60.
I'm starved. We can go out and watch the rest of the football games today.
Nah. You missed it.
That's the way you always are.
I might take you to Gold Star. I think I saved some Gold Star from downstairs.
You did?
Yeah.
Watch Alabama lose. Or no, they play tonight. Watch Georgia. All right. Quarterback back. Throwing quickly to his left side at the marker and gets hit right at the marker. I think they're
shy.
They're going to mark him about a half a yard shy of the first down. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 inches, maybe a foot. 3rd down and a foot. Look for him to go up the middle. And there you go, our quarterback sneak, and then a running back hit him, and he knocked him another 2 yards forward.
Tackle by number 93, Bryce Odap.
All right, 1st down. Ball's on the 42-yard line. Got one in the backfield with them. Everybody else out in the receivers. Looking to his right, then throw his left. Oh, came back. Threw it to the man coming out of the backfield, which Miller, and he's going to get all the way up to the 29-yard line.
That whole thing developed very weirdly.
Oh, there was nothing there. Miller was back blocking, and then so he went out about 2 yards.
Dumped it off to him.
I didn't think the pass went to him. I thought it got blocked, but it went to him, and he caught it and ran to the 29. 1st down.
Heidelberg trying to put this game
Miller
our way.
Coming around the left side this time. Stops, cuts it in, and gets about 3 yards. He's their workhorse. Miller had 55 yards at halftime, and I think he's getting more yards the second half. So he should be over 100 by the end of this game. We have another Quaker down.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. I caught it.
Well, you did. You caught it. I'll give you credit for that. Speaking of the Buckeyes, next week, this next coming Sunday, and that'll be a 1 o'clock start on Campus Nation, the Great Lakes Championship between the Ohio State Buckeyes Club Football You're the voice of the club football team, right, Joe?
Right.
And either Michigan State or Oakland, both from Michigan. One of them will face the Buckeyes in Columbus.
And Oakland's were one of the cousins that played at Wilmington.
Yeah, but that was basketball.
That's where he played basketball.
Yeah, played for Oakland, then transferred to UC, played at UC with his other cousin. Both those cousins played for Wilmington. Wilmington went to the Final Four in high school basketball. What year was that, 16? 2016, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. But you went with us, right?
It was the year it was 8 years ago.
Yeah, were you at the Schottenstein with us?
Yes, because that's when after I had
Just think of the great places I've taken you, Joe.
After I had to put my stent in, and I could hardly walk, and you guys ran off and left me.
We took you to Wright State. We took you to Xavier. We took you to well, you never went to the Hall of Fame with us, did you?
No.
We did several games at the Hall of Fame.
No.
Including the Massey
You
State
invited me to
Championship.
go up and sit on the outside during a snowstorm one time, and I decided to decline to go, yes. I said, no, thank you.
Was that at the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Oh, you would have been like 6 stories away from us.
You said you can sit outside while the snowstorm's going on. Well, we'll be inside, and I said, no, thank you. So we got number 54 coming off the field. Generally,
he looks like he's holding his arm.
Yeah. But he's holding it himself, and so it's a good sign.
Trying to think of what other venues that we've been to in particular that are notable. Were you with us at Xavier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And, of course, our alma mater, we were both at Wright State for a lot of things.
Handoff to Miller, going up the middle. Sort of broke off left guard maybe, and it's going to be third and a long 4.
Number 93, Bryce Hodak. Third down and 4 for Heidelberg.
We're down about 7:30 left to go in the game. And we got a runner going up the middle. He's going to get a first down. I think that was Miller again. Yeah, it was Miller. So we're underneath 7:20. The clock's running. By the time the ball snapped, it'll be under 7 minutes.
So, Joe, what did you study when you were at Wright State?
Social sciences.
Social sciences.
Yes.
I majored in euchre. In the cafeteria at Wright State. That was
my second was pool up at the.
Or maybe that was my minor.
Yeah, my minor was in pool.
My major was marketing, and my minor was euchre.
Going around the right side, big opening. Does a little swirl and is going to get down about the 12-yard line. Miller, the workhorse, got another first down. It's going to be goal to go from the 7-yard line. Been a healthy. And Miller got the ball again, going around the right side. He's got the corner, and he's going to be pushed out at the 1. Oh, we got a flag down, though. Looks like it may be coming back.
Holding. In the area of holding. Oh.
See, I wait for the referee to tell me. Hands to the face. Ball is going to be going backwards.
Well, it's going backwards no matter what.
Well, depending on who was on.
Well, where the flag was thrown, it couldn't have been on the defense.
If it was hands to the face, it could have been on the defense.
It's possible, doubtful.
Ball's on the 22-yard line. Goal to go. First down. Goal to go on the 22. Miller in the back behind Poorman. Going to look for a pass. Throwing up the middle. He's there. He could not bring it in. It hit him in the hands, but as he brought it in, he was being tackled and lost connection with the ball. Good defense by the Quakers. He was behind him where the throw could get, but he was immediately on top of him, so he could not bring the ball in. Quakers did a good job on that play there. 2nd and 22. Throwing to the left side, and Miller coming out of the backfield. There's the block. Being hit. He's getting inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 9. I tell you what, when they want to go to the corners, they seem like they can always get around the corner and get some yardage. Okay, going over, looking at Miller. Nope, throwing up the middle.
Oh!
Hit off of the receiver and
knocked loose.
And knocked loose
and
by
he's still down.
He's down.
He
got hit
he
hard
took
by
a
a Buckeye.
shot to the ribs. Not a Buckeye, Joe.
I mean, by a Quaker.
My gosh.
Hey, I've been doing great this second half.
Yeah, for an old senile man.
For an old senile man, I've been doing
gosh.
very good. That ball bounced off, and a Quaker hit him hard legally, and just a clean hit, but unfortunately he took a brunt of it.
It's been a long day, Joe.
Oh, yes. Are we still having funsies?
Oh, she's excited, I can tell.
Who are we,
as
who are we chatting with?
As she scrolls through her iPhone.
Your dad? He's at the UD game?
UC.
The UC game?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not a good game.
Oh, well, the Bearcats will be much better at basketball.
Speaking from a dad, if my daughter was at college and she was talking to me, I was so much happier than if she was talking to someone else. So I was happy.
What does that mean?
I mean,
because you're an old senile man?
You like it when your daughter is still talking to you and not doing something bad.
What would they be doing? She's running a camera, Joe. Oh, my gosh.
She could be talking to a guy about meeting him later.
So
as a dad, you don't want to hear that.
The field goal is good, Joe. Get your head back in the game here.
The field goal was good. Score is now 30
to 14.
So we took a close game, and the Quakers literally,
handed it to the –
between the missed fumble and then one or two fumbles on the runs.
Think of what you want to say, Joe, then open your mouth.
The defense letting a guy behind him on a pass play with less than a minute to go in the game, or right at a minute to go in the halftime. This let 3 or 4 plays just let this game out of hand.
So you're watching OAC football on CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. I don't know if Joe Davis has ever been in the game today, but Rick Phillips here.
I've been here. If the Quakers had not had any of the fumbles, this could be still a close game.
Oh, no, there's obviously 14 of those points were on turnovers.
So take 14 off of them, and they're at 16 and 14, or they're very close to that.
Be within a field goal.
Yep.
Good punt.
Being caught. By number 89 coming around the left side. Found a hole. He's broke through again. Broke a tackle. Still going, and he got up to about the 43-yard line.
Good run back.
Great run back by Deontay Simone. Great run, and got the ball out over the 40-yard line.
Did they tell you how much you're going to have to pay for that 80-foot cord that you snapped in half?
I did not. She did.
Oh, she did?
She did.
Oh, she did. Oh,
almost
okay.
electrocuted me as I went through the door.
Well, there goes all her lunch money this week.
That's right.
I think these students get a card that they use in the cafeteria, don't they?
Throw to out of the backfield. Oh, and hit. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Still on the ground here. 2 of our more famous Campus Nation interns from Wilmington College, A.J. Ganger, who runs the public television station in Piqua, Ohio, and Lexi Doddridge, who is a group ticket sales agent for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Hey.
Both worked for Campus
she went
Nation.
To Minnesota
and
New York.
That's right. And she worked for the Minnesota Timberwolves there for a while, then came back and
I think she went to the Mets.
She's actually dating the women's assistant basketball coach at Ohio State. She's been dating him for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. But Lexi was one of our camera operators for Campus Nation, and she went to Wilmington College. And AJ, he also went to Wilmington College. In fact, they both went, I think they graduated the same year, or maybe they were a year apart.
I think he was before her, wasn't he?
Yes. But both interned for us. AJ did a lot of stuff for us. Lexi, she was up to the Hall of Fame several times with us.
She was smart. See, she's now with the Buckeyes. AJ's floating up there north somewhere.
Well, he runs the Pickwick Public Television station.
Yeah, but who does he like?
Who does he? He likes Michigan, so we can't say enough. AJ, you went wrong. But he's always been an Michigan fan, so we can't do anything about that.
So, Deontay gingerly getting up and walking.
One of the benefits of, doing Buckeye group ticket sales, Lexi has been at all the big D1 stadiums all over the country with her dad and sometimes with her boyfriend. But she's been to the national championships for the last several years. She gets into all big games that Ohio State participates in.
Marco walked off the field on his own power. That's good. He's limping a little bit, but he's walking on his own power. Here goes the pass to the right side, caught. And we got a new quarterback in the game, number 12, Isaiah Henderson. And his first nice pass, moving him down the field.
Well, trying to give Henderson some reps here. Never know, you're probably going to need him.
And he's breaking free. He's going to take off running, and he gets hit and brought down about the 27-yard line.
Sun's coming back out, Joe.
Yeah.
A little bit of warmth. I think the temperature's probably in the 50s if it's in the 40s.
Throw it to the right side. Oh, hit the receiver right in the hands, and he turned to go before he caught the ball and dropped the ball.
Third down, Quaker.
Going to make it third and about 4. Maybe 3, and it's going to be 4 down territory. So we got 2 downs to get this. One in the backfield. Quarterback's looking, ducking, running. He's going to get the first down and does not go slide down. Goes right between 2 guys. So he's down to the 17-yard line.
He's an extremely mobile quarterback.
Yeah, he is quick.
Yeah, very fast, very mobile.
Looking, he's going to take off again. He's got a right blocker in front of him. He's down to the 6-yard line.
Some good runs here by Wilmington's number 3 quarterback.
He's out of Midland, Michigan.
Oh, Midland, Michigan.
He's 5'11". I didn't think he looked too tall out there. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the game. Then there's timeout on the field. Heidelberg called timeout.
So they're going to try to slow this Quaker Express down, maybe regroup and talk about the the new quarterback that's in.
If the Quakers score a touchdown, get 2-point conversion, it's going to be 30-20. That's still 10 points down. It's not going to help them.
No,
I was looking to see if 2-8s could get them up there, but it's not.
2-8s don't make a right, Joe.
Well, take it back. 2-8s, it's going to take them to 22, not 20. 2-8s would tie the game up. If the Quakers can score 2-point conversion, score with a 2-point conversion, we have a tie game.
Did you hear
I
about?
tried to do.
Joe, did you hear about that
Creek
Cincinnati saying, "If pigs could fly"? It's not going to happen.
And a throw to the end zone.
Got it. He got it.
He caught the ball, touchdown. And pigs are flying here in the Wilmington Quaker Field here.
30-20.
If they get 2-point conversion here.
We still got 3:23 remaining, and
That's
don't be knocking my Beaver Creek Beavers, Joe.
I didn't. I just did their math.
You went to East Clinton. That's
Our
the
math
kiss.
was
That's the kiss of death.
We had math.
At least I was in a totally different gene pool than Clinton County, right?
We're not sure what kind of genes you had. That's for sure. All right, going for 2. Man in motion. Looking, throwing to the end zone. He goes up. Oh, ball was knocked loose.
Off the helmet of the defense. There goes the possibility.
There goes the possibility. Because now we're 10 points down, so even if we get another touchdown, there is no 4-point play.
Take your shoes off. Add it up, Joe.
But
your Astro.
I will predict. I feel a onside kick coming.
Hey, did you hear, Joe? The Lady Astros will not be playing basketball this year. They don't have a team. There's not going to be a Lady Astros basketball team.
And
no, it's true.
I heard the whole women's program at East Clinton was canceled.
Yeah.
No junior high program.
Well,
nothing.
I don't know.
All the games for the women's junior high were canceled.
That doesn't make any sense. They should at least keep the junior. Of course, they went to.
Well, they may not have had enough going out for that too.
They went to a pay-to-play situation, and I guess it was rejected by the players. They didn't want to pay, and it was only like $100.
But it's sort of saying something. It's like, nope, we're not going to do it.
Well, parents pay taxes. They don't want to pay additional fees.
Right.
But you're not going to get away from that just about anywhere.
Onside kick picked up and caught on the 48 of the Quakers. The Heidelberg caught the ball on their own 48-yard line and went down immediately. So 3 minutes, 23 seconds. They're going to try to run the clock out. 10-point difference. Quakers played with them, and if you take away the
turnovers,
fumble, the
two turnovers represent 14 points,
and that made the big difference in this game. The Quakers were in this game the whole time, except for giving them the ball on the 10-yard line, and then another ball on the 43-yard line.
You figure the injuries that they've had in that it really has been a stellar, output by the Quakers here. So. We look forward to seeing them next week when we bring you the Wilmington Quakers at Capital University. What's Capital? The Cardinals?
I think it might be.
I think they're the Cardinals. That's the state bird of Ohio. So
their school colors, purple, isn't it?
No, that's Mount Union.
Well, I thought they were.
No, their colors are red. I think Cardinals.
Are they red?
I think it's Cardinals. Yeah.
Okay, maybe Cardinals. I went to their basketball game when the Quakers played them there the year they went to the national championship.
Won the national championship.
Yeah.
The Quaker women.
A girl from Wilmington used to dress up like their coach.
Yeah, at the time they were D2, I think, weren't they? Weren't they Division II?
D2 maybe at that time.
Yeah.
No, I think they were D3. But they had a girl that would dress up like Capital's coach and walked around like her on the sidelines, and the coach complained to the referees, and the referees made the girl leave the area. I said, that's poor. You can't do that. They have the right to do that.
Well, apparently they didn't.
Well, not if the coach. Well, they're going to give the running back all the way up to the 42. That's going to be a 9-yard gain.
Noah Perry.
Miller's a workhorse. He's
3 minutes to go in this ball game.
He's going to have way over 100 yards in this game. The final countdown.
Yeah. Go figure, huh?
I tell you what, if
they get the first down.
They're saying there's a fumble. Let's see. Quakers are yelling fumble. They got the ball. Let's see what happens. The referee is saying no, it's
first down.
They're going to say fourth down and a yard.
A yard?
A yard. Well, yard or less than a yard.
Foot.
They got to get to the 41, and the ball's just barely over the 42, and they got to get to the 41. So Quakers are saying, let us have the ball one more time. So if the Quakers can stop them here, they can get the ball back. Otherwise, this probably the last time the Quakers have a chance for the ball. Here goes quarterback sneak going up. They're going to say he got to the 40, so they're going to give him the first down.
So the clock will continue.
Clock's going to continue to run. I don't know how many timeouts. Do they have 2 timeouts left?
Look on the board, 2 each.
Yep. That's what I did when I said, is that how many timeouts?
Then why did you ask?
Just talking.
Just talking. Just making conversation.
That's what I'm supposed to do, fill in dead air time, so.
I'm the dead air filler.
You are the dead air. You're right.
You're the play-by-play.
You're the dead air.
I just throw in words of wisdom.
And there's a timeout now called by the Buckeyes or the
Quakers.
Why start now?
I'm gonna start,
Why start now?
I'm gonna thump you upside the head, Davis.
Why start now?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Quakers call timeout. 10 points down with 2 minutes to go. Maybe it's the 2-minute warning.
That's right. It is. It is the 2-minute warning, this is the first year that it was instituted at the college level. Now, do they do the 2 minutes at the end of the first half? It's not a 2-minute warning, but
I don't remember if they did.
High school does. I don't know that college does.
They're supposed to do it. I can't remember. Maybe there was, and we thought it was a timeout, and it wasn't a timeout.
That's entirely possible, Joe.
They're open every Friday and Saturday until 11 p.m. and 10 o'clock every other night of the week.
Mississippi is leading Georgia 10-7.
Did we
call
it?
That?
Did I call it?
I called it too.
You didn't call it.
I did too.
You did not. You just do what I do.
Never do what you do. And we got a run going up the middle, and he's being brought back and brought back and brought back and brought back. And I thought, he threw the guy down, but no, the Quaker got thrown down.
Hence, no penalty.
Right. If it was the other way, it
would have been a penalty, yeah.
Georgia has the ball. They're trailing 10-7 in the first quarter.
All right, Wilmington takes a timeout. They have 1 left in this game. Not that it's going to matter because it's 1:54 to go.
Indiana's beating Michigan 7-3.
We expected that. Michigan will be 500 at the end of the day. And I don't cry one tear.
No.
Sorry, AJ. AJ watches the morning show frequently. I see him tuning in.
Wow.
He must do that from work because, he works at Piqua High School on the public television station.
Does he actually work?
Well, I don't know. The public television station is inside Piqua High School.
He shows up.
AJ does a great job. He learned everything from me.
That's why I'm asking. Does he work?
All his sports. I'm like Papa Bear to him.
See, he roots for Ohio State like you.
No. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He does not like Ohio State.
And Portman has the ball in the backfield, gives it to Miller, going up the middle, and he's going to get about 8 yards. Going to get up to the 36-yard line.
But his whole family likes Michigan.
Remember when we went to the Ohio State arena.
And he wore his Michigan clothes. Yeah,
yes.
I thought we were going to get kicked out. Yeah, he did that broadcast when the Wilmington High School went to the Final Four, and he wore his Michigan outfit, Michigan hat, Michigan everything, and I'm thinking, this kid does not know what he's doing.
Yeah, you're doing a game for Wilmington. He didn't dress for Wilmington.
At the Schottenstein Center on the Ohio State campus, and he's wearing Michigan. but he wore his Michigan stuff all the time. So
you wouldn't have minded if they'd have stopped him at the door and said, "Excuse me, you cannot enter."
Well, I would have needed him for the broadcast. He is a pretty good broadcaster. He sort of reminds me of Howard Cosell.
Oh, really? Does he talk like that?
Sorta.
Oh my gosh, everybody!
I was watching one of our old broadcasts, and it was old because it was many years ago, and that's what he reminded me of, Howard Cosell.
Oh God, I never liked Howard Cosell. All right, Miller coming around the right side. Again, getting some room. He's getting down close to the 30. They're going to mark him up. He said 31. Nope, I'm going to go back to the 30. The referee was going back and forth.
First down.
I don't think there's enough timeouts left to stop the game. Let's see what they're doing.
Well, what they're trying.
The clock was running, and they gave it a first down, and
and then they're bringing the
Quakers were pointing at the clock because the clock was running. If it was a first down, the clock stops, and it wasn't stopped.
Well, the Heidelberg coach is not happy. Whatever's going on, and they
give the ball to the Quakers.
There's some confusion. I don't know.
We'll see the first down there to the
is going the other way. Yeah, it's fourth down. Why do they get a fourth down?
But
okay, so it's fourth and foot.
Okay, they're saying the referee said first it was stopped before the 30, and then he went like this, and he was going back and forth.
Joe, that's what you get for watching the refs and not listening to me.
Yeah, and then
I am the definitive source. Okay, so here Heidelberg going to try to get the first down, which they did.
And they did because they got over the 30.
So
now
the clock
starts
running
again. Now the clock is stopped for the first down, and I think if the Quakers have a timeout left, they're going to call it.
It's about a 2.5 hour drive from Heidelberg to Wilmington. They brought him a pretty nice little crowd, for that far away. Especially on a day when we knew it was going to be cold.
I was going to say it's at least 2 hours, if not 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I think it's between 2 and 2.5 hours to Heidelberg.
Now they're going to take a knee now. We're under a minute. Clock is running. I think the Quakers are out of timeouts.
All they got to do is
snap it one more time.
One more time. Victory formation. And this game will be in the books.
And a knee, and it's a 28 and running, and now they're shaking hands on the field. And then they're going to get meeting now at the 50-yard line to shake hands. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Quakers 20, Heidelberg 30.
Next week we will be at Capital University up in Columbus, Ohio for Wilmington at Capital. On Campus Nation, the broadcast will start at 1 o'clock live on Campus Nation. The kickoff will be at 1:30, and that will finish our Quaker season.
You can't leave yet. You can't leave till all the players are off the field.
Don't listen to him.
Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets at 7 p.m. The Quakers men's basketball team at the Fred Risk Arena in Herman Court.
My grandson called me before the game started. Want to go out and eat, and I said I can't.
He's always trying to mooch food off you.
I'm going here, and he goes, "Hey, you want to go out to eat tonight?"
Well, anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to OAC Quaker football on Campus Nation. Joe Davis and I, as we said, will be at Capitol next week to finish out the season. Only broadcast crew that's going to be doing the away game for Wilmington. So for Rick Phillips and Joe Davis, I want to thank everybody. Good night, good afternoon.
We'll see you next week.